Yeah, buddy. We live. What's up with y'all? And what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Y'all go ahead and pour in real quick. I'm trying to see what to do over here. Let a couple of y'all come in. As you come in, feel free to shout your city. Shout your city. We ready for you. Come on in. We ready. We live. Go ahead and like the video right away. And throughout the video, please do hit the chat likes. They help put the hundreds in there when you think I said something fly. You know what I'm saying? Hit the hearts if you like something. You know, if you think I'm full of you know what, hit the other one, whatever. Do what you do. It's going to be one of them shows today. I can promise you. You're going to want to be in the mix. And I also left the lines open for people to be able to chat. I got some videos here. Those of you who are joining in on TikTok, understand that I am doing something that most people in this space are not doing. I'm going to present a full show as if you were watching it on YouTube. And those of you who are on YouTube, you already know what it's hitting for. So we're about to get into it. Anybody jumping in, go ahead and shout your city. Anybody jumping in, jump in. Go ahead and do that for me. Give me a shout. Give me a like. That ain't gonna hurt. But it's about to get moved. It's about to get real. It's about to get real. Go ahead and jump in. We appreciate you for it. Those of you who've been with me for a minute know this one. Y'all know what that mean. We talking about why. Why oh why dating apps are failing. It's a big deal in my opinion. It's trash. We're going to explain what's going on with that. Why is it trash? What do you think about it? Anybody who wants to join in, we're going to allow people to join the discussion and interrupt me at any moment. It doesn't matter. Interrupt me when you want. There is a link. If you are in the YouTube link, it's in the description at the bottom. You can hit the Ecamm Live link. If you are on TikTok right now, go ahead. I have a couple links in there. Within a link tree, you'll see Ecamm Live link. Anyone who wants to join this discussion live, go ahead and get with that. Because it's about to be a live one for y'all. I can promise you. It's going to be a live one. Anybody jumping in, hit them 100s, hit them likes. We're going to get into it. I got my apple juice today. We're going to get it in. So let's get it. Most of us understand that the dating apps are failing right now, but we don't know why. Well, a lot of people are starting to get into the whys right now. It's gaining traction, believe it or not. People are starting to wonder like, oh, okay, let's see what's up with this, right? They want to know why the dating apps are failing. And I'm here to shed at least a little bit of light on that today. We're going to shed some light on that today. And no, what I'm not going to do is go ahead and just regurgitate points that you may have heard. I'm not going to review someone's video. I do have a few experiences that someone has, but what I won't do today is just go over someone else's hard work. I go in and I do the research myself. So straight from my mouth to your ears, pause. There are a couple of experiences that were on TikTok. I'm going to get into those videos. Y'all know what's up with that. First, I want to get into some of my topics, though. There's a couple topics here. Are y'all ready? Let me know. If you're ready, let me know. If you're ready. Here is something that's pretty wild. Most of y'all may not know, but we have what I would describe as a damn near monopoly, because there's Bumble and then there's everything else, right? So these guys right here, check a look at that. See all of them are some of your favorite apps. I don't know if y'all remember the OkCupid, Black, you got Tinder, all of these, right? Match, Hinge, all of those, right? They're owned by Match Group. Every one of those are owned by Match Group. Think about that. Every single one of those are owned by Match Group. So you have a juggernaut, and then you have Bumble, right? Which is the feminist app, which is failing. They're failing really badly. when I tell you how badly they're failing, you probably won't even believe me. They are failing tremendously. I just want to show you something real quick. We're going to get into this a little bit later on, but check this out. This is what the stock of Bumble looks like right now. Check this out. Check that out. That looks like a ski slope. That is embarrassing, my friends. And this is what happens when you don't serve the customers. They are not serving the customers. There's no business in existence that can go on for a long time before people realize it's a racket. This is showing signs of it being a racket or wildly ineffective, out of touch. Or could it just be a change in the consumer base? I'm curious to see what some of your thoughts are. I see y'all kind of clucking over there on TikTok. What up? What are y'all saying? Anybody have anything to say about that? Go ahead. Ask a question about it. Because there's actually a lot of topics that we're going to get into about this. Because this is bad. Dating apps are crazy. I've been doing some examining of these dating apps. And what I found is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Damn sure ridiculous. So, and believe it or not, I have a solution. You were talking to a solutions-based podcaster here, buddy. Just so you understand, this is what we do. We look at the problems. We analyze the problems. You figure out where the problem started. And me, the way my brain works, I'm a problem solver. So I have a proposal. You will hear it here first if you make it to at least the middle of this video. You will, if you listen to this for a little while, I have a solution, and I'm willing to bet that one of these dudes are going to watch one of my videos, because I'm going to be talking about this for a little while, and they are going to apply this solution. I don't know why they never really thought of it, but I have a solution to at least alleviate some of the issue. Where am I live at? Oh, I'm in South Jersey right now. You know what I mean? I also have a studio, but I'm just at the crib right now. You know what I mean? We're doing what it do. I'm also going to leave this up for discussion. Anyone who wants to join at any time, I don't care. Join in. The link is in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, go ahead and watch it on. You'll find my link. Just go to my bio. It's the Ecamm Live link. You can jump in at any time. There are some interesting facts about this. Here's something that's crazy that you probably don't really know. Most of these apps, the numbers are crazy. We are already guaranteed to fail. I can tell you why we are guaranteed to fail. It's a complete sausage fest, bro. A complete sausage fest. You do not want this. Here's the problem. These apps, let's say Tinder, it's listed as being like 4-1. Hinge is listed as being 2-1. 2-1 is crazy because that means there's double the sausages than there are, buns. Double the sausages over the buns. That's crazy. And 2-1 is your best bet because some are 4-1, right? And there are reports in some cities of Tinder being 9-1 or even 12-1, depending on where you are. I don't know if they're talking about Alaska or what, but that's crazy. That is crazy. That's nothing that we want to deal with. No, we're not doing that. So when you think about it, right, I want y'all to kind of understand the magnitude of this, why this is so disgusting, this whole sausage fest theme we're talking about. It's nasty, right? You got male saturated, 70 to 80% in many cases. They are male users. Think about that. So you're already set up for failure. If you combine that with the idea that women find 80% of the men to be unattractive, off rip, just off your mug. Your face card is in the basement. I apologize. Your face card in the basement, according to the standards, right? This isn't according to God. This isn't according to even me. But according to the ladies, your face card is in the basement. Women are not attracted to you. 80% of women are only attracted to 20% of men. Listen to it closely because that adds up to 100, but it adds up to nothing if you're listening closely. 80% of women hate 80% of the men and would not date them. So that basically means that out of five men, they will only date one of those men. That's what you're stacked up with before you get into the app. One of the main things that I want to talk about tonight is that no one has put this together just yet. No one has put this together just yet. I haven't heard anyone screaming about the parallels between real life and the dating apps, because we see it on social media. We see it in the streets. We understand that people don't care about men. They don't want the average man. They want you to be a certain height. They want you to be a certain build. They want you to be charismatic. They want you to be Dos Equis guy, pretty much. They want you to be able to write poetry and rap and go to the gym every day and speak 7 languages and make $1 million a year. This is what's happening right now. This is what women are looking for in general, right? And I'm being a little hyperbolic. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. But this is how women feel about it. Basically, they are not attracted to most of the men out there. Before you get into this nasty app, once you're in the app, it gets worse, because women do not want a certain type of dude. They are disqualifying you for the face card. So we're going to talk about that in a minute too. But first things first. Let's jump on this. We do understand what Match has done. They bought a bunch of apps. Check this out right here. I want y'all to check this out. I got a nice little thing for y'all. Pause. Look at this. Look at what they've done. It shows you what they bought it for. They bought all these guys. They bought Tinder. They bought Hinge. They bought Plenty of Fish. They've bought Black People Meet. They've bought all of the major apps. So you thought you would escape one, but no, you're into the other. The CEO was basically a dude who made video games. So the apps have become gamified. They understand the dopamine hits, they understand the reward system, and they understand how to get you to spend money. This is what they are doing. This is how they winning out here. They have found out a way to exploit the user, and the user is men. Women are considered commodities. When women are considered commodities, that's usually a crime. I don't know if you know like I know, but usually when you decide to use women as a commodity, it's a crime. Not in this particular case. They don't really care. They don't really care. They're allowed to use women as a commodity. And it's pay to play. It's pay to play. Think about that. Because for you to get yours off, you have to boost it. Most of the dudes who do really well, they boost it to be able to, let's say you're going to another city. If you want to do that, then you have to use like what they call passport mode or something like that. And then you have to pay to even use that. For some of these, you have to pay to see who likes you. So you can't even have two-way communication without spending money. So there's a paywall behind all of this. So that's what it's really all about. So we're going to follow the money today. This is what's happening.
Today I got time, cuz.
Let me see. As much as women say they don't. Wait. All right. This is a TikTok comment right here, by the way, from Official Mama. As much as women say they don't want Ant to be objectified, they still engage in this mess. Well, you ain't never tell a lie. You ain't never tell a lie, Official Mama. You are on point with that. You're right. They are delusional. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. This is the real deal. You ain't telling a lie. People actually do behave like this, but it's human nature. Unfortunately, this is what we're dealing with. We have people who are, they want the attention, and it's one of those things. Again, it's gamified, so they've made it to where it's actually addictive. If it's addictive, people are going to go ahead and play the game, especially when you think it's a chance to win. They call it a gotcha, right? That's what they call it, a gotcha game, where you're pretty much always have that slight chance of winning. So you try to win and you can't. Rush, what up, Rush? What it do? I see you on the TikTok joint. We live on here. We live on YouTube. We getting it in. So, yeah, those are both some crazy things. You see all the people, they owned everything. I want to show y'all a crazy equation. I have a wicked equation. I've did a little bit of math, and I came up with a chart. Excuse me if there's a misspelling or anything like that, because I make charts, and I'm not a graphic designer or anything. So, pardon me, folks. But this is the chart right here. The over swipe trap, right? So there's a lot of nonsense going on with this over here. A lot of nonsense. With the over swipe trap, right? You have the grid. So 145 swipes, if you're a man, will get you one match. Listen to me again. I know you haven't heard me.
Today I got time, cuz.
145 swipes will get you one match. That's a rate of 0.6%. So think about it. Ladies, when you get mad because everyone is liking your same picture, because they don't have time to go through your whole app and like your whole profile and read and all of that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. But today
I got time, cuz.
Listen, we can't do that. There's nobody who's going to go through all that, because even then, that's just step one. So 145 matches just to get a look at one girl. And a lot of females don't understand that part. They think it's just as easy as they do. They are flooded with messages. That's because it's a whole sausage fest, which we just went over, right? Now, here's the second part of that. After that 0.6%, my hands are already tired. Pause. So think about that part. Your fingers are already tired as hell. Now, you got the filter. You have one conversation out of 10 matches. One conversation out of 10 matches. So out of 145 swipes, right, I got one match. So to get to 10 matches, for me to get one conversation, apparently I need to be at 1,450 swipes to get a good conversation going. That's what we doing. All right. So here we go. In the real world, you get a date, a conversation, right? Where the success is 20%. And then the goal is for a relationship. That's your goal. That is not the app's goal. Just so you know, it is not the app's goal. It is not the app's goal. The goal for the app, which they say is the goal to be deleted. Yeah, right. I know y'all don't believe that. Stupid. There's no way y'all believe that one. That's not the goal of the app. The goal of the app is to keep you a paying customer. They actually have shareholders. Anyone with shareholders, sorry, I'm following the money. I am following the money. I don't care what you say. You're a liar.
That was a lie.
You're a liar. The goal is not to be deleted. You're a liar. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. Otherwise, I would have deleted the app. Even if that is your goal, you know it's not realistic. You know I'll never be able to delete the app using your app. So I don't know if y'all caught that on that last one. But to get a relationship, being that you're starting out with 145 swipes just for one match, and then you're getting only 1 out of 10 matches turn into a conversation, and then it just gets so bad that it's so bad all the way through. You're literally going to hit 72,500 swipes to get a relationship. Did y'all hear what I said? I said that you're going to have to hit 72,500 to get into a relationship.
Goodbye.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Y'all can keep that. Nope. I'm out, bruh. No. I'm out. You can keep me out. That's crazy. Think about how stupid that is. You literally have to go ahead and hit the app 72,000 times just to get a relationship. It doesn't seem like it's a winning game. Now, this is for the average person, right? If you start doing a pay to play, you can increase your chances. And they have some great plans for you, like the X tier or the platinum tier for the hinge joint at about $500 a month. Then you could kind of have your way. Then you could get pushed through the algorithm. So basically what's happening in a nutshell is they are shutting you down. They are literally shutting you down, suppressing your profile, hijacking it, holding it hostage until you decide to pay. If you don't pay, then you will stay shadow banned. So by default, your profile is shadow banned until you decide to pay the piper up to $500 a month. Outrageous. $500 a month. You might as well buy you a little jammy, huh? I mean, know what I'm saying? Hey, that math ain't mathin'. That math ain't mathin'. For $500, depending on where you shop, you can probably have 2 dates, right? The math over here, I need 72,000 swipes. That might not be making sense to you or me, but that math ain't mathin'. I don't know.
Today
Y'all
I
tell
got
me.
time, cuz.
Y'all tell me. And again, any of y'all that want to jump in on a live, go ahead and do it. Hit the link. The link is in the description, and the link is also in the chat. So go ahead and do that if you want. The link is there. Now, and if you're on TikTok, jump in through the bio. That's how that go. Appreciate you for it. There is more. There's a couple of video experiences. I do want to show you what the match is looking like. They have not been doing so well as of late. They are looking pretty crappy. They're down plenty of bucks. I think I heard somebody do something just now. Did somebody try to jump in? I heard something pop through. Either way, keep it going. If y'all want to jump in, y'all know how to get in. It's the Ecamm Live link. Jump into the link. It's right on the what the hell am I hearing? I wonder. Maybe somebody's. I'm getting paid. My man. Appreciate you. Anybody dropping them. I appreciate you. Super chats are available too if you want a YouTube side. Let's get it. Go ahead and share this. Anybody who is watching this, please give it a bunch of likes, a bunch of shares. This is way better content than these platforms give me for. The only problem is I don't upload enough, but that's going to change very soon. You're going to see way more of me uploading, but go ahead and throw them likes in the chat. Throw all up emojis, the everything. Go ahead and engage and jump in and say what it is that you got to say. It's going to be a good one. All right, so I do have a few more things here. So there's lots of points here. There is a collapse, and a lot of people don't understand this collapse, but there's a collapse. There is a collapse. Match Group stock collapse, right? They've been going nasty. Their business is failing, right? They have laid off employees, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, damn, look, 75% stock crash since 2022. Ain't that wicked? What? That's crazy. Think about that. So people are starting to realize that these apps are not very effective at what it is they're advertised to do. They have been very effective of generating revenue because they were worth billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. Some of those acquisitions that you saw were over $1 billion. Bumble, the one who refused to be bought, they were almost acquired, or I don't know, where they were at least proposed an acquisition for about $450 million. So you're talking about damn near $500 million they were trying to do for that. That is wicked. They were willing to give these cats nearly $500 million for that platform. And I'm just going to say right about now, I am sure these fools are wishing that they would have taken that money, because look at their stock now. I'm going to show you this one. Look at this. If I can get this thing grabbed on over here. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yikes. Yikes. Look at where they were at COVID time. 2021. Look at where they were at. Look at where they were at. And look at where they are now. Look at where they are right now. Yikes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the cheer. Boo. That is crazy. That is a nosedive. That is disgusting. Hey, man. And look, I generally don't laugh when people are failing or doing poorly. But those greedy sons of guns, those greedy shareholders, I'm glad you lost your money. I apologize. Real talk. Who that is? Who that is? Who that? Yo, who that? Let me see. I'll drag you into the screen. Yo, where you at?
Yo, what up?
I can't.
It's me, Rush. Man.
It's who?
Rush.
Oh, what up, Rush? What up, man? Why you always coming in here? We can't see you, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. What we doing? You ain't gonna cam up?
Nah, I ain't gonna cam up tonight, man. You gotta catch me when I'm streaming at my spot. Not bad, bro.
All right, you still. I'm sure you still got value. What you got, Rush?
Yeah, man. I mean, when it comes to the dating apps, man, like it's like they did a stat on this too. Like it's only beneficial for the women. I mean, like a lot of times, these apps are designed to cater for the women, for them to be able to, bag the top 5% or 10%. I mean,
yeah, all right, I hear you with that. But do you feel like the women think it's beneficial?
I mean, obviously not, because their whole thing is their perspective on it is there's not enough decent candidates on the app,
Right.
So there is a form,
yeah. Go ahead.
Form of delusion. There is a form of delusion within their part by using the app,
Right. And what most people haven't explained is that there are parallels to real life, right? And if women's standards are raised, they're pretty much pricing themselves out of the market. They are looking for the top 5 to top % of men. For some reason, mids, a bunch of you mids, mid-ass chicks, thinking that you're supposed to get the top 5% man. Take your mid-ass and go date you a mid dude, or be by yourself.
Well, that's why they use a terminology called wholeflation.
Right.
For what our grandfather.
Brother, what's that?
Yo.
What's that, brother?
Right.
It's like, what our granddaddies used to do for these birds, you know what I mean? Like, we got to do 10 times more for what our granddaddies used to do back in the day dealing with the birds, you know what I mean?
But they didn't even have birds back then, is the crazy part. They didn't even have birds back then.
Yeah. I mean, they actually had...
They were women.
Women, yeah. My bad. My bad. I'm going to revise my statement. Like, for what our grandfathers used to deal with, they dealt with decent women, But in today's day and age, I'd say 99.9% of the women within our demographic are birds. You know what I mean? So your typical
damn, you think it's that bad, yo? 95% birds? Yikes.
99. It's 99, bro. Like
99% birds.
Yeah,
Yo, that's no hope. Why even try? 99%.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, man. Like,
Are
most
you
of these
being
women-
Are you being hyperbolic, bro, or are you like you really feel like it's
Nah,
99%?
this is realistic. Think about it, man.
What?
Um,
What?
your your everyday female that you see on a regular, she done racked up mad bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like your typical female from the age of 18 probably already racked up like 20 bodies already. You know what I'm saying? And
Damn.
that's regular. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I'm being modest on that. You know what I'm
What?
saying?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yo, what?
Okay. I'll break
Wait,
down the science on that.
99?
Yo, listen.
Bro?
I break down the science on that.
Let's get it. Let's get
Okay.
it. Please.
And shout out to Mike Sartain, man. Like he brought this to my attention, man. And you could Google it too. Matter of fact, yo, pull it up on your joint. You're
Pause.
from the age of 18 to 20 to 25. Your regular female at the age of 18 to 25 is dispersing content on OnlyFans. That's 70% of women
What?
in today's day
No
and age.
way, brother. Ain't no way, brother. Ain't
Yo,
no
look
way.
it up.
No, ain't no
Man,
way.
man,
no way.
pull
No
it up.
way, ain't no way.
Yo, pull it up, man.
Bro, ain't no way. Hold on.
It's gonna
Hold
tell
on.
you, bro. It's gonna
Ain't no
tell
way.
you.
Ain't no way. I'll look this up. But you're saying that if a woman is in between the ages of 18 to 25, it's
She has OnlyFans content. Yeah.
70%
So
of those
you're-
women. You're saying?
So from seeing that stat, that's telling
I can't
you
believe that. That can't be right.
you're
There's no way.
yo. You go pull it up, man. Man, you know what,
Right.
man?
I'm about to pull up Gemini. I ain't just going to doubt you. I'm going to pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up,
I'm
bro.
going to ask Gemini, what percent of women aged 18 to... Hold on. God damn it. Chill out. Let me ask them. I'm going to ask live Gemini, matter of fact, so we could get it in. Let me do the live Gemini. That's the best way to go about it. Hey, check this out. My homeboy just told me that 18 to 25-year-olds, 70% of them are doing OnlyFans. How accurate is bro?
That sounds way off, actually. The stats I'm seeing suggest the percentage of 18 to 24-year-olds on
Hold on. Say that again, bro.
No worries. I was saying the percentage of 18 to 24-year-olds on OnlyFans is likely much lower than 70%. It's a significant platform, but not that widespread. Where did your friend get that stat?
All right, bro. He's trying to clown you. All right. Well, listen. All right. This is what we can do. This is how we can figure it out real quick.
Yeah, yo,
Here's
pull it
the
up on
formula.
Google.
How many
Pull it
let's
up.
do this. This is a real easy one to pull up. How many active content creators are on OnlyFans right now?
Recent reports suggest there are over 4 million active content creators on OnlyFans worldwide. So yeah, definitely not 70% of young people.
You're right. Okay. So let's take it deeper.
yo,
How
that
many
thing's wrong,
women
bro.
aged 18 to 25 are OnlyFans content creators in the US?
It's hard to find precise numbers specifically for 18 to 25-year-old women in the U.S. creating content. The data varies quite a bit, but it's still a fraction of that 70% your friend mentioned. Did he have a specific report in mind?
He's trying to call you a bluff for real. Hey, Dig, so how about this? Do you know how many American users there are that are OF content creators? Let's go with it.
Yeah, reports say the U.S. is actually the top country for OnlyFans creators, with over 1 million. So that's a lot, but still far from 70% of 18 to 25-year-olds in the country.
All right, so okay, I got it. So that's not bad, yo. I mean, I think we're pretty close there. So if you take that and then you look up how many they can give you the stat, it's nowhere near 70%. I'm just going to say that it's probably. I wouldn't even venture to say that it's beyond 20%. Because I'm only saying that. I'm gonna say why.
It's not
I'm gonna
accurate,
say why.
man.
I'm,
It's not accurate.
You're not feeling that.
Whatever thing you using, that shit is off, bro.
You know, that's what Gemini. Gemini is Google, bro. That's what I'm using. That's Gemini. I'm telling you right now. So, do you think that the amount of users is wrong? Do you think that there's less than? You think there's more than 1 million OF users in US?
Yeah, man. Think about it, man. Your average teen is already is already using like all the social media is already using all the social media platforms. So
Okay.
whenever they don't get that dopamine from like the Instagrams, the Facebooks, and all that, they tend to go on OnlyFans.
Nah. Okay. So you're making sense right there. I dig that part of it, but it's like one of them situations where it's like, all right, bro. Do you feel like you should really? All right. Think about this. This is where it gets crazy. This is what I start asking people. How many members? And don't take it personal, bro. Real talk. But this is only like to kind of give you an idea. How many of your family members do you think are engaging in OnlyFans?
Oh shit, I don't know. So I couldn't even tell you, bro.
That's why I said what you think. What you think? Like we talking about sisters, cousins, aunts. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
I don't know. I never looked at my relatives on that kind of light. So
I never looked at none. All right, so I'm gonna be. I can give an objective answer. I'll give mine first, so you won't feel no type of way. I would say that the percentage that I actually think is very low. I would say 5% or less. Right, just from my family, from what I'm exposed to, and how deathly afraid they are of exposing themselves to the public, because a lot of them got corporate jobs. A lot of them don't ever want to be seen like that. A lot of them are mothers that would never have that. Right. And I think although I know it's bad, and I think that too many women do it, I believe that we're discrediting women too a little bit. And I always like to keep it real. And I know that a lot of women are full of shit, but I want to give credit where credit is due. I do think that most women are still shamed of jumping on an OF because a lot of them understand that it would never go away. And I say that just so you could think about, the only reason why I say that is not to disrespect you, for sure. You don't homie. But I say that because I think about it the same way, where it's like, would my homegirl do this shit? Even if it's just your friends. Nah, she ain't even off it like that, because she know that homeboy gonna see it. She can't never get no due after that. She can't never get no job after that, because what is it, Pinterest or whatever the hell it is that takes your picture from anywhere and shows you everywhere. Like it shows all your dating apps you were on. If you had an OF, it shows that. So it's like too intrusive. Like people can always find you, and the internet is undefeated. It never goes away. You could do one today at 18, and at 70 years old, somebody playing that shit at your funeral. So, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things. It's not like a videotape that you eventually can't find, or none of that. Not like back in the day, bro. This shit is digital now, so there's nothing you can do. Once you make that digital footprint, it's over. You can't get away from it. So I say this: I'll get a ladies more credit than that, although I think it's far too many. But I don't think it's so disgusting as what you might think. I don't think it's that disgusting, because that's disgusting, bro.
Yeah, listen, man, listen, and this is why a lot of dudes get caught up wifing up birds, man.
Yo, time out, bro. Wait. Time out. That's not even one of my metrics, for real. I'm gonna tell you something. As far as my psychology is concerned, bro, I've made females cry simply because I can just like tell them about themselves. They'd be like, how the fuck do you even know it? How do you even know that? Why do you even know that? Why are you able to know this much about me? More about me than I know about me. Why is it that you realize things that I don't even realize about myself? So just take it to that level, right? You gotta understand, bro. I'm in triple digits, bro. I have a lot of females who are friends now that I've kind of chilled out and shit. It's one of them things, bro. I know women very well, And I always keep friends who have no vested interest in me, who have no interest in dick and pussy, bro. So when you all feel like that, women tell you things, and I know how evil women can be. But I know how to detect these things. I've been studying psychology for a very long time, independently, of course. And what I'll tell you is that I pay attention to body language, and it don't take me long to figure out somebody and what they talk about and what they think about. It's not rocket science, bro. Once you know, it becomes intuitive, right? So ain't nobody ever going to be able to fool me. And I can say that, and I don't care what y'all say. It's never going to happen to me. I'm never going to get played. Never going to get played, because I know what I'm doing and I understand the real. Like I will not to say somebody won't exhibit bad behavior or make me cut them off, but I'm going to cut you first before you catch my ass. I'm going to just say that.
Yeah, yo, and this is no disrespect to you. Like dudes that say,
I never feel disrespected. Keep it G. And you ain't
Yeah,
even got to soften up. Pause.
Dudes that say that, man, those be the ones that get caught up the most, man. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, look,
you know what I'm saying?
And I'm not going to say you wrong, because maybe that is what typically happens. Maybe that is what typically happens. So I can't even doubt that. But all I'm saying is that, first off, I don't put all my faith in no one, right? To even be caught up, right? Emotionally, my dude. And at this point in my life right now, where I am and what I know. So dig this, bro. Let's just say you're not caught up emotionally and financially. How could they get you?
Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna say this. Even I myself, and like you go on my channel, man. Like I get young niggas hip to the game on how this shit really works, and I myself don't underestimate the power of a woman's seduction. Know what I mean?
Oh shit!
It always takes that. It always takes that one right female that you really would probably get caught up with.
No,
And,
yo, bro,
you know
I'm gonna tell you. I know what you mean.
You can fall for the okie doke.
No,
you know what I'm
bro,
saying?
I understand it.
Yeah.
Yo, so I dig it. So this is what you do. This is what you do. What up, bro? I see you in there. I see the people jumping in. And there's some information. Somebody said you were reading the statistics wrong. The statistics show OF is only 18 to 24, or about only 10%. So it was a lot closer to what I was saying. This is just them. But we'll just see. I don't know. For real, we'll get into that. I think I got the right info, but I understand what you're saying. So even though the numbers I think are way off, I understand the sentiment. And I understand what happens to the average man. The average man is done dirty. Divorce rates are just about half. And then there's some people who stay in stay in a marriage who should be divorced because their marriage sucks and it's sexless and everything else. So I get that part of it, right? So with that, I dig it. Your sentiment is right. I just think that the numbers are wildly inaccurate.
Nah,
right?
I don't know what y'all looking up, but
yo,
I've read these stats myself,
bro. Listen,
Mike Sartain is a credible dude. So this information I got, and I did my research on this too, man. It's 70%.
Right. So this
70% of women right now are pros, bro. They selling content. They selling content on
70% of women is crazy, yo. Because look, check this out. All right, this is what I want you to know. This is what I want you to know.
Listen, I break down the science on my channel. Yeah, go ahead.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to tell me which one of these occupations is doing it. Can we do that?
Oh man, man.
Which one of these occupations is doing it? Let's do it. No. Come on, let's do one by one. I'm gonna give you like 10, maybe even.
Okay,
okay,
real estate agents. You know they sell box. You know that, right?
Yes. Some do. It's not like it's not a prerequisite. It's not a prerequisite.
If you have an OnlyFans page, my nigga.
Those I know a few. Listen. I know quite a few real estate agents personally, and I will say this. The ones who are doing well are not selling box and are not selling OnlyFans. I'm telling you, I really don't think so. I really don't think so. And I'm going to say,
and this is how niggas fall for the okie doke, nigga.
Oh my god, bro, I'm completely. I don't even know. I'm somewhere in between purple and red pill, but you seen black pill, bro. Like, you think they are just demons out here. You think all these women is on demon time. And I ain't even mad at you for that, because you have had probably some decent reasons to feel that type of way, where women are really abusing you, or you just found out that this one's a slore and that one's
one thing about me, I'm sucker free. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. So wait, how have you do you deal with women though?
I just broke up with my I just recently broke up with my last chick.
How long was y'all together? How long was y'all together?
Like 2 years.
Damn. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Damn. Okay.
I'm telling you,
do you mind disclosing the reason why you broke up with homegirl though? Why'd you break up with homegirl?
Nah, I ain't trying to put my business out there like that.
All right, bet. Okay, no, all good. But I'm just saying, if you broke up with homegirl, we'll pick and choose and what up. I know your ass like to talk, so if you want to get on here and talk about why these dating apps are so bad, bring your ass on in, jump in. We ready for you. I got the stats. I got a couple of lousy videos from disgruntled users of dating apps that we're gonna run. I have plenty of stats, plenty of data for us to dive into. This mother lover could talk. I can tell you what, Mr. Picking and Choosing. Will, if you're still in this bitch, come through and run your mouth. The link is in the description on the YouTube video at the very bottom, or if you're watching TikTok, the link is in the chat. How did you find this, Rush? Tell them exactly how you found the link from TikTok.
I got the link through TikTok.
All right, what's the steps? It's the bio, and then what?
You click on the bio, and on the top joint says eCam. You just click on it, and then bang, you're in there.
Bang,
bang,
baby, just like that, man. There you go. Just like that, baby. Let's get it. So if you want to join in on this discussion, it's very easy. You know what I mean? Just jump right in and we can talk about it. It's not through any of these links that you think it is. Don't try to tap in that way. You got to tap in through my link, because I control this. And even if you are banned from any platform, I can still get you up in the space. So, you know what I'm saying? Just jump on. Yo, I'm gonna give you some pushback though, man. I ain't black pill, man. I'm just giving you the real deal. Bro, you just said, how you saying you ain't black pill? You just said that 70%. No. You said 99%. Hey, Rush, you just told me that 99% of women are selling box in some shape or form, and you told me you ain't black pill.
Wait a minute. I said 70%.
Wait, you ain't never say 90. When I said 99%,
hold on. I said 99%. 99% of the women out right now are for the streets. That's what I said. But I didn't say 99.9% of women are selling box. Nah, I ain't say that.
She belongs to the streets.
Okay. So 99% of women.
She belongs to the streets.
Right? And then 70% of women are selling box in some form or fashion.
Yeah. Between the age of 18 and 24.
They hustling 25. Box. These women are hustling box. Any of y'all up in there, man, jump up in this chat, man, and go ahead and throw them numbers up, throw them hearts up. Y'all know what's up, man. We about to get into it. If you don't know how we do it, you slipping. But yeah, it's about to I got to charge this joint up. But yeah, get in there. Anybody who wants to jump in this discussion, appreciate you, Russ, for holding it down, man. You know your perspective is completely appreciated. I'm going to jump back into the show. You don't have to go though. I might make your icon a bit smaller, maybe, just so we could do there it is. All right, so I'm about to run one of these videos too. Let's run one of these TikTok videos on TikTok. How about that? And YouTube. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go here with it. And we're going to run one of the videos. These are people who have had bad TikTok experiences. Let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all ready? Like to hear? Here go.
So I tried dating apps for the first time. And let me tell you, that was a complete waste of my time and energy. I've already deleted the app. It pissed me off, actually. First guy. He was actually really sweet, really nice. It just wasn't a match. We went out on like 3 dates. Had to call it a day. I don't want to waste his time. Respectfully. Second date. Crackhead. Did you just do a line in the car before we went on this date? Because I'm now traumatized and I want to leave immediately. Never talk to me again. Third date. Really cool guy. Seems chill. left the country. He's gone. Haven't talked to him. I probably don't know if I'll ever see him again. Honestly, it's just so much work. Like, it feels like a full-time job. I had to delete it. I had to get off that shit. It was not for me.
I don't know. Either that damn video failed or something. Or maybe it ended. I don't know. Either way, I kind of get... I mean, y'all get the vibes. Y'all see the vibes with that. There is another video. It's from a male perspective. It sounded kind of funny to me, so I decided, hey, yeah, we could download this one. It's going to be funny. So I'll run that one too, and then we're going to discuss it. Unless you want to go in on this one first, bro. If you would, that I'm for it too. Or you want to wait for the second one?
You know, I'm quite sure Shorty got ran through by four them dudes that she was talking about.
Right, you already know.
when you dealing with these apps, man, you're dealing with a lot of low hanging fruit, man. And lame turns, man, they ready to get bent over, man. They're not on there really looking for anything tangible.
Have you ever tried the apps personally?
Oh man, I used to run through these birds, man, on these apps, man.
On which one?
Plenty
POF or what?
Plenty of fish,
I was gonna say
man.
POF, bro. I knew it. POF back in the day, from what I heard, the homies was getting busy on there, getting it in.
Yeah, nigga, like I don't rent,
pickets.
man. I don't
Can't even count.
I lost count.
I heard a joy in your voice, bro.
Yeah, nigga, I don't rent. Yeah, I don't rent through bad bitties on that joint. What is wrong? But you know, I don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how? All right, let me ask you this: how many dates would it take, or it was first date slay?
There was no dates, my nigga. I'm coming in there, I'm smashing, nigga. They
so you didn't even go on
my
dates?
nigga. Nah, I ain't taking my own dates, my nigga. These, I said, man, these girls are ready, man. You know what I mean?
The power of Christ compels you.
Oh my God. This is what happens? So wait, POF was getting down like that, where it was just a smash-a-thon? You ain't even had to take him on a date? So if you decided to take a woman on a date, you was doing too much?
Oh yeah, you a sucker. Yeah. All you need is a bottle of liquor and some weed, and you know what I mean, they good to go, my nigga.
They ready. They going.
Mm-hmm.
They going.
Yeah.
What? Yo, that's crazy.
The power of Christ compels you.
Yo.
Well, yo, like I said before, like I don't do that no more. I'm living a righteous lifestyle.
We know you a wholesome guy right now.
I don't want to promote fornication and none of that, man.
No, this is only for analytical purposes, man. We know we just had you tap into, you know, what it is back in the day. You know what I mean? We wouldn't dare accuse you of being a heathen right now or a savage, right? But this is some of the young people who watch this or watch this later are going to be like, damn, you know, I didn't know it was that crazy. I heard cats was getting it in, but I didn't know like you could skip the dates and go right into a straight up smash-a-thon right off of that. So back in the day, we had a joint called New Jersey Ravens. It was a number you would call into, and then you would whatever call up a joint.
Oh, you old school with it. That's way back, my nigga.
Yes.
Oh. You talking about like them chat lines and shit like that?
Yeah, but it was dope because it was free for one. I don't know how they got paid or how they did it, but it was free, and then there wasn't no ads, none of that goofy shit, bro. All we did, we got on there, we would call up, and then you'll hear a profile. So you had to like, I would put like the Sade on and shit in the background. I had that shit like, I don't know if y'all even up on Sade.
Yo, how old are you, man?
I'm 46, bro. I know I look good,
okay.
Yeah. Most people don't get to 46 until they hear me start talking shit like that, like talking about Sade.
You don't look old, my nigga. Like,
no, I appreciate you. Yeah, no. I take care. I got a whole skin routine, and you know what I'm saying. I be hitting the gym, and you know what I mean. I do what I do. Drink a lot of water, all that. I appreciate you appreciating. But yeah, so what I'm saying is, yeah, you throwing a Sade and shit. She talking about smooth operator. You got that shit playing in the background. Smooth operator, back in the background and shit, and then you kicking your message and shit. You and your bravado voice and shit. You like, you like, yeah. this Trey Smooth, right? 6'4". I was like 190 back then. I was a thin motherfucker. I was thin, like 190. You know what I mean? Brown skin. And then you kick your little profile type shit, right? And then you wait, and you can hit chicks too if you're looking for girls or whatever. Girls, let's say girls seeking girls, guys seeking. No, damn, they did have girls seeking girls, but it was girls seeking guys seeking girls, and then they had guys seeking guys. I'm like, whoa.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And side note, dudes would come on there and they would be like, you'll hear it, and you would never think that you would see it because they had a whole section for guys seeking guys. Yet and still, some of these boneheads will be in the guys seeking girls section. So you'll have to fast forward through girls, or we'll fast forward through the guys to get to the girls sometimes. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all got your whole own section?
What's that?
Your whole own section.
What's that, brother?
You got a whole section for guys seeking guys. What the fuck you doing on my side for guys seeking girls? What we doing though? What are we really doing? Why are you on the side where I'm supposed to be at? And that's another thing I want to talk about with y'all dating apps. There's a lot of complaints. I'm glad I don't have to go through it because I haven't had to been on a dating app in a long time. But from the dudes that I hear, they said that they see a bunch of dudes and then they see that the blue and pink flag and shit. I'm like, what? Why would you do that? What do you mean? They got Grindr. Don't they got Grindr? What we doing? Why are they mixing it up? And even if you don't, they have a whole thing. From what I understand, from everything that I did analyze, it says, you know, you could seek men, you could seek women, whatever. It asks you what your orientation is. With all of these filters, you would think that it would be minimal for you ever to run into a dude if what you're not looking for is a dude. So if you know that I'm not looking for a dude, right? And you know, why do I have to deal with that? Why? Why do I have to deal with that if you know I'm not looking for a dude and shit? You know what I'm saying? If you know I'm not looking for a dude, if you know, huh?
No, I'm listening.
You see what I'm saying? So if I'm not looking for a dude, why do I have to see that? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Either way, I get it. Y'all do what y'all do, but y'all should leave the other cats alone. If you're not looking for that, you should be able to filter for whatever it is that you don't want. I don't care what it is that you don't want about a person. If you want somebody who's taller, go ahead. Try your luck with all the dudes over 6 feet. Good luck with that. If you want somebody who is making $100,000 a year, if some people put that, good luck with that. If you want somebody who's like a dude posing as a woman, go ahead and find that. I love that for you. But stay your ass off of my side. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? That's all that I have to say about that. Right. So we did have that problem even back then. And this is like the early 2000s. So I'm talking like more than 20 years ago. So, yeah, but it was cool. We ran down on some joints. Some of them you could hit off rip. I don't think I went on any dates off of there either. So this is not a new thing with the no date situation. So I did find some joints that I did not have to date. You would just hit them up. Some people you could go with your long hand, is what we say in Guyana. Long hand. You come with your long hand, meaning you're empty. Or some you might have to bring a bottle. You might have to bring some bud. If a chick says she didn't want to drink, then you probably would avoid her because that means she's trying to stay conscious, apparently. And you probably weren't going to hit because they wanted to be in the right state of mind, which is fine. I love that for you. But you already knew what time it was. The females who did drink, you knew you had a greater chance of hitting. Not because they drank, than because they weren't concerned about drinking, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that now, especially in the state of New York, because anytime you would copulate with a female that's inebriated, like yo,
Oh
you
yeah, it's
could
a wrap. Yeah, no.
yeah,
Yeah, I know. I
get
know.
fucked.
Yeah, I know. It's a different
Yeah.
time now. It's a different time now. It's a different time now. Understood. Just like how that whole Bill Cosby thing went down. I think what he did was, wicked, but very common for that time, right? And a lot of people may not really mess with this take, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. I think that within that time, that was a regular thing, and you're trying to hold him, or you did hold him, to standards of modern day. That would be equivalent to me as if law is basically retroactively punishing someone for laws that exist today, right? Because nobody was held accountable for slavery after the fact. Oh, you own slaves? No, you're going to jail. You can't do that. It happened during that time where it wasn't illegal or enforced or anything like that. It was just like, okay, that's what we do. And nobody realized that as wrong because there was very little thought put into it. And I do agree that it's wrong. But if it wasn't illegal or wasn't enforced or it wasn't that they were sweating at the time, then you probably should just be like, okay, we're not playing with y'all no more. Anybody doing this, we're going to get you. It's almost like a speed limit change. Are you going to retroactively hold me accountable for when I drove past there at 75 because you changed the speed limit to 65 this week? No, you won't. But yeah, I would never promote. If I were going to instruct the young men on how to move, I would say you don't drink at all, so you can be on point, and don't let her drink at all. If you do that after like second encounters, third encounters, whatever, that's a whole different story. And I think another reason why people don't avoid the problems is because they don't have an exit text, don't have an exit call. I think it's extremely important for men. Anytime you have an encounter with a woman, make sure that she gets home safe. Bring her home if possible and check with her and have small talk via text that's provable so she can't change her mind later and retroactively retrieve her consent. That I am not for. Damn y'all for that. Damn y'all for that. I don't believe that anyone should ever be assaulted or anything taken from them. You should not. No woman should have to ever experience that in life. And I think it's horrible if it ever happens. However, women who retroactively take their consent back, you should go to jail. I apologize.
Today I got time, cuz.
Right. Okay, so there's a couple things, right? We didn't really go over there's a lot of people are blaming the dating apps all crazy, right? They're blaming them, but do you think that the dating apps are doing this in a nefarious way? Do you feel like this is just something that they're doing on purpose and they deserve it?
When you say the app is doing something on purpose, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's a failure. I don't know if you saw any of these graphs that I put up a little earlier, but they're failing really poorly. And there's a dissatisfaction.
Okay, I see where you're getting at. Okay, I'm not too sure how these dating apps make money. Maybe they charge people for certain memberships, but right now
that POF you was on that used to be free or maybe ads, it's pay to play now, boy. Pay to play now.
To be a part of these apps. So,
right.
The reason why these apps are failing is because the dating scene is changing now.
Okay.
I mean, it's changing now. A lot of these men, well, not men, but a lot of these suckers and simps are starting to wake up. So they're not going to spend. They're not going to spend the extra $50 to be on an app just to have not even a fraction of a chance to smash these women.
Right.
Because
Did you see those numbers? Did you see those numbers that I put up?
I don't need to see the numbers. I already know it's not effective anymore because
How many
these
swipes
guys.
Do you think a man has to have before he can get a relationship?
Nigga, what, 1,000, nigga? Yo!
Okay, you didn't see it. You didn't see it. Watch this. Watch this bullshit. Look at this. So first off, just for a single match, this is your average guy. There's people who know how to exploit the apps and all of this and that. But right now, since they've rearranged everything and made it pay to play and bury you in the algorithm, they actually shadow ban your account until you pay. The default. I'm going to pull this off for a second, then I'm going to put it back on. Check this bullshit out. The default for a dating app is to be shadow banned. You're only removed from a shadow ban when you pay the piper. You must pay a tax just to be unshadow banned. And even after you were unshadow banned, you're still faced with rejection because they could push your face in there all they want to, pause. But the problem is they still don't like you. That is a problem. TikTok Studio to find devices. Yeah, I don't care. Allow. So they still don't like you. And that's the dilemma that we have. Live will end in 4 seconds. You have
that's just visible.
You have detected inactivity. What the hell are they talking about? We're doing what it do. People watching.
That's just visible evidence that the dating scene is a complete cesspool now. Know what I mean? And dudes is not participating no more. They not, you know. I say in a few years from now, like, yo, like there probably won't be. They're gonna be like a small.
I gotta bring that chart back up, bro. I gotta bring, because you don't even know how many swipes it takes. It's really, really disturbing, bro. Really disturbing.
It said 72,000. I read it.
Yeah, to get a relationship. 72,000 swipes to get a relationship. That's crazy. So 145 swipes just to get a match. Out of every match you get, you need like 10 of them just to get a valid conversation that's going to go back and forth. And then to get into a date is another thing. And then that's like 20% out of a match that actually from a conversation. And then to get a relationship, it's 1 out of 72,000. Could you imagine swiping 72,000 times, bro?
Yeah,
come
that's
on,
insane.
man.
But
come on, man.
It's just visible evidence that the dating scene has changed, man. Is
badly.
Yeah.
Badly. Crazy.
Yeah, but I predict in a few years from now, like women are going to be desperate to find a mate. You know what I'm saying? Because when these sex bots get dropped, and
I got a video coming up about that. I got a video dropping really soon about that. Really soon. Yeah, it's gonna be a comprehensive video. I'm actually gonna go deeply into this too. Send the link. It's in my YouTube description.
These women are cooked, man. I'll tell you this right now, man. You 20 years old right now.
Oh, I got my homeboy Will coming in a minute. It's about to be stupid in this bitch. Let me see. Let me see if I can find my link. Let me see. Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live. Let me see if I can find that link. This show is going to turn into something different in a minute. You'll see what I mean in a second. I think this is my link too. Hold on. This is in copy URL. We're trying here. Oh yeah, let me run that other video, matter of fact, too. I meant to do that. My bad, y'all. Let me run that other video. Because I wanted to give the male perspective. Definitely. Choose file. Go right here. This man's point of view is crazy.
Nobody talks about this, but being on dating apps as a man is literally like getting jumped. The odds are not in your favor. Being on a dating app as a man is accepting that for every one girl that you actually like, she has 20 other niggas trying to get at her at the same time. It's like being in a Roman Coliseum and y'all are all in a fucking free-for-all, a battle royale. And honestly, a lot of the times, you're going to lose. You might not get the girl, or you get her somehow, some way, and then she turns out to be trash. So in the end, you still lose. Now, there are some success stories from dating apps, but a lot of shit has to go right. And look, I'm not saying it's impossible to be a man on a dating app, but for the average man, it is for damn sure not easy. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping though, or if this is facts.
What do y'all think of that shit?
Nah, he right. A lot of those chicks on there are low hanging fruit type chicks. So even if you were to be successful to I guess quote unquote bag a female off one of those apps, she's for the streets anyway. You know what I mean? She
Right.
getting bent over
Oh,
off
man.
rip. You know what I mean?
That's how y'all feeling, though. That is how y'all feeling, though. Oh, shit. I gave him the wrong joint, bro. God damn it. Wait, did I? Let me see something real quick. I might have gave him the wrong. I don't think my link changed, but it might have. I'm about to get that right. Let me get that link right. Let me see. TREV. Give it to me. Link. Yeah, it changed. They changed my link to my Ecamm Live link. Will, I got you. I'm going to send you the right link. I didn't know they updated it. They had it the same for years. It's a new link they gave me. So, all good. This is about to be live. We're about to get it in. We're about to get it in. But there's a couple more things I do want to go over as to wait, he in the green room? Where? I think he in the wrong one. I'm gonna send him another link. Cause it didn't come through. Shit. That ain't no good. We got you, Will. I'm about to put you in the journey. Hold on. Come on now. There we go. Guess this is the link right here. Copy URL. I'm gonna give him this one. This is that one. This one good. There we go. Appreciate everybody jumping in though. Definitely hit them likes, man. Jump in if you want to. Anybody who wants to join the discussion, you are absolutely welcome to. Absolutely welcome to. Go ahead and hit that. And I'm about to copy and paste that link again in the chat too. Paste. Oh shit, here we go. Picking and choosing. He about to drag his ass up in here, man. Will. My homeboy Will. What up, bro? What up, bro? Hey. What up? How you living, man?
I'm good, man. I just moved. I'm over here trying to get situated in my new place, so
Congratulations, man. I know you bought a fat ass house.
Oh no. I'm renting right now.
Okay.
I'm about to start building a house.
I believe it.
Oh, hold on. I got two things open.
Yeah, close the other one. The one you in right now was I didn't know they changed my link. But
Yeah, there we go. So no, I just moved out of my apartment into a townhouse. I just sold one of my properties and I'm contemplating selling the rest of my properties. And
okay.
I'm looking for some land so we can build a house. But I don't really know if I want to build because it's going to take like a year, right? Like 14 months before. That's once we find the
You in the A, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some decent areas out there, man.
I love Atlanta, man, but I don't love it as much anymore because I'm not single. When I was single, I love.
Yeah.
I'm not single.
I was down there last year, late in the year, matter of fact. So I
Wait,
see
like
how y'all
late in the year or 2024?
25 late in the year.
That might
Like
be up.
Man, I was there like I told you when I was going down there. I said my brother had the whole
You did.
gala situation and all that.
How that slipped my mind? I forgot.
Yeah, I was down there, bro. Don't worry, I'll go down there every year. I might go down there before then, so I'm gonna pop out, bro. Pause, but I'm gonna be in your hood, for real. But yeah, man, what you think about this dating app trash, bro?
Oh, hold on, I gotta wait because I don't know if it's a delay. But
I can hear you.
Before you be in mine, probably. But the dating app.
Oh, word? Well, you ever do? You know you gotta drop by the True to Fat with Smooth couch, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know in advance before I come.
Yeah.
So the dating apps. Okay, so when I was single,
Right.
I, I, I was having my way on dating apps, bro.
Where? Which ones was you using?
I was using POF. I was using
Oh,
OKQ.
everybody love POF, bro. Word is
No,
born.
hated POF. I was
Oh,
using
word.
POF.
Good.
I was using OKCupid. I was using Tinder, Hinge, and BLK.
Oh, damn. You was getting it in. You was on all them joints.
I had the formula. I told people to follow my formula, and you will succeed at dating apps. But most cats wouldn't follow the formula, and that's why they were struggling.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this: which one did you find the most success on?
Tinder.
Tinder. Was that like
think
a
it's
quick man joint? Quick man
No, I
joint?
think because I use Tinder the most. I think that's why. I
Damn,
was
why is
finding the
it
most.
taking you out of the picture when I do that? Oh, okay, I got you. Now I got you. Yeah, I'm getting you situated. I'm about to make you whatever you need to be up in here, man. There we go. That works. This is working for my editor right now, man. Just in case you say something that might go viral, we could half and half this joint and how you know what I mean? Yeah, so look, this what I'm gonna say. Hey Rush, you still in the mix, right?
Yeah, I'm shit here.
Word. That's the homie Rush. This the homie Will right here.
Man.
All right. So dig, right? With this, Rush was explaining that it was a smash-a-thon up in that piece, man. Like if you that's what you wanted.
Well, I'm gonna be a little discreet when I talk on here, because sir, I'm in a relationship, so
Right. Well, you could just tell me what you heard.
No, I can tell you what I know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read about how I talk about my ex.
Okay, gotcha.
So, dating apps. So I got exposed to dating apps in 2004. The end of 2014 is when I got exposed to dating apps. So, me and my ex-wife, we got separated in 2013.
Okay.
And a couple of months go by, and I'm thinking, we're gonna work this thing out and get back together and everything. And so I wasn't really interested in getting to know women. When you get separated, you think you got a hall pass, so to speak, and you can go talk to whoever you want to talk to, right? Do whatever you want to do. But you're not trying to make any connections with people, because at the end of the day, ultimately you want to get your situation back. And so about 6 months go by, and I'm like, yo, this ain't like us. We ain't off for this long. And so I'm starting to be like, what's going on? Do I gotta go over there and start doing a kick though? What's up? I'm trying to come back home, but home wasn't letting your boy come back. So I was like, all right,
no.
We out here, I guess. So
no.
A couple more months go by, and my homeboy's like, well, I don't think y'all getting back together. So let me tell you about this dating or this app. I'm like, okay, what's this called? He says POF. And I'm like, what? POF? What's that?
Plenty of fish.
Just get an account, man. I was like, all right. So I got an account, and it was weird. Like, I was just like, I was
not really for you, right?
I just was fumbling around with it. It wasn't my cup of tea, because I was new to dating. Like, me and my ex-wife was high school sweethearts. So we was from 14 to 31. And so I'm like, I had some experience talking to girls, but no experience dating women, because I was with this woman all my life. So anyways, I get on the scene, and man, I started talking to girls, and it was crazy, because POF, you do a lot of chatting and messaging, and then if they like you, they respond to you. Right. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Then I heard about Tinder, and Tinder was like all about swiping. And I'm
it's a faster app, right?
Yes, but you can message women right away on POF. You don't have to have a match. Tinder, you have to match in order to message.
Word. Okay.
You're swiping on these girls. You put your pictures up there. You write your little creative profile and everything, and you're just waiting for their interactions to start. But you ain't really getting no action unless they match you, because you can't talk to them.
Right.
So I used to look at the pictures, read the bios and the women I like, I would swipe right on. Sometimes you
Okay.
match, sometimes you don't. And I was like, this is stupid. I'm in sales. I can handle rejection. Rejection ain't a problem for me. So I figured out the formula. The formula was don't look at any pictures. Don't read.
Right. Right.
Bro, so I just started swiping right on everything.
Everything.
Look, all I did was this. Look, I was on my phone like this. Look, do. Look, swipe.
Run the numbers up.
Right? And bro, I was just swiping so much. I wasn't even looking at my phone. I'll be watching TV, watching games, just swiping like this, right? And next thing you know, I look down because if you match, you have to hit okay. So periodically, I had to look down and realize I had a match. And so,
wow.
Let's just say I swipe for like 20 minutes or so, right? And then maybe I'll go to bed. The next morning I'll look up, I'll have 85 to 100 matches.
Damn.
Maybe. So at the height of it, I think I had about 350 matches before I start talking to them. And then they're all in a queue up top. And then when you message them, they go from a queue to like a message board. And so now you got all these different apps like text messages where you can go into all the conversations. And then it got to the point where, when I was on the app for about a month or two, about 2 months, I probably had like 1,000 matches in there. And I live in Atlanta, bro. I live in Atlanta. So, and I didn't have no job because I work for myself. So I had 24 hours a day because my income comes in residually. I don't have to go punch a clock to go to work. So I had all this downtime. So I had so many conversations going that I started entertaining on average about 30 to 40 women at a time.
Damn.
And I'll have chicks come over in the morning time, come over in the afternoon, come over in the evening. It's just like conversing with them or whatever the case may be, from the rooter to the tutor. You may just be talking on chat, and you may be in some legs. It just depends where you at on the spectrum. And so that's how it was, bro. And I would tell guys, I don't know why y'all are trying to match with girls that are your type. Why don't you just match with everybody and then decipher who is your type from the people who like you? Over here swiping left.
Yo, they was not understanding the method, but I get it because when you think about it, you were absolutely eliminating more of your time and productivity and efficiency by sifting through the apps carefully. So you better off just going hard and filter them after the ones who already hit you back.
Perfect. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why would you waste your time swiping on something that doesn't like you?
Right. Right. And I know the ladies are cringing at this part right here. But when you think about it, it's efficiency. When you talking about a dude has to do 145 swipes just to get one match. Did you see the numbers that I had up there?
I saw him briefly. I was trying to get
Yeah. I know he's trying to get situated. So I'll bring him up. I got a little chart.
Wait, while you do that, I'm gonna tell you what's really cringe. So what you said is not what's cringe. What I said earlier is not what's cringe. Here's what's cringe. Because I was matching with so many women, this is when my standards changed. They didn't go up. They went down.
No, they went down. No.
Today I got time, cuz.
Why?
Guys, what, Trev, let me ask you. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think most guys want to entertain women on what level?
What would guys prefer to, or what do they actually do?
No, what would they prefer to?
Everybody will prefer a 10, but you're not going to get a 10. It's not realistic.
No, I mean like a reasonable expectation.
A reasonable? Okay, so what do they think? What's their cutoff? What's their cutoff? The average guy?
No. What they would prefer.
Now, if they're willing to date a deuce, like, are they willing to date a deuce? I mean,
no. So close. So no. What I'm saying is like on a scale of 1 to 10, if a guy has a preference, that doesn't mean that's his reality. but he has a preference, and he has a reasonable preference, not an out of this world preference, because the out of the world preference will be a 10.
Okay,
But
I
a
would say
reasonable
like depending on you, I would say average guy might be able to be like, yo, I'll dig that. A 7, they excited about it.
Okay, there we go. Right. So my preference dropped down to a 4.
Ooh.
Then I said, "Oh, a 3."
He was sticking in the bottom of the barrel, bro. Oh, he said, "What?"
Let me tell you. So listen, there's a method to the madness.
Okay.
So I got
Please
all the way down
share.
to a 2. I got down to a 2. I said, "I'll date anything."
Damn.
Yeah. 2 through 9. If you're a 2, you qualify to get my attention. If you're a 9, anywhere in this spectrum, you get my attention.
Damn.
I don't want no 1s, and I don't want any 10s.
1s is like deformities, man. Like that, from what I understand, 1s is like deformities.
1 is like
so
a thing to
anything
man.
that has her faculties in a pulse, we're good.
Yeah,
Where's it go? It's a
And the
go.
hygiene
I'm in there. I'm in there. You
But
got a pulse, baby?
But yo, he need to explain on like that's not something that he's gonna wife up. That's just a cum dumpster. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So the lower the spectrum of her looks, it's more of an easier access. So just because you are 2 or 3, you getting a whole shitload of DMs.
This is what
Niggas
you
ain't
call a
trying to wife
volume.
you up. Niggas is trying to do the pump and dump. Know what I mean?
No, it's not about pump and dumping. That's why I said there's a method to the madness.
Okay.
It's not about oh, she's easier because she's desperate or she's lonely. It's about practice. You need a lot of
just
at-bats.
practice. Wasn't that a song back in the day? You was just practice.
I don't know, but listen,
That is
you need
crazy.
At-bats to perfect your craft. How do you get good at what you trying to do if all you can do is swing at 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s? It's not like you run into them enough or have their attention enough to get enough at bats. That's why you need to entertain everything except
Right.
one.
So I'm definitely with that method. I agree to a certain extent because like my first joint was a monster, right? First joint was a monster, but that was just to get the stank off me, man. I had to get the ball rolling. I started trying to go up. At no point, I mean, you get your droughts and shit, right? But it seemed like you deliberately was like going for the monsters for a little while now. So I mean, I ain't mad at you, and I'm not here to judge because I've definitely, ran through a couple monsters. It was usually because it was on some teammate shit or whatever. But I never really targeted the monsters. It sounds like you didn't have a you said, well, whatever.
I don't want y'all to think this means you smashing, like practice smashing. I'm not talking about practice. I'm talking about practice with your craft, perfecting your craft.
So you ain't smashed them, Joe? You ain't smashed them too, bro.
Remember, I said I'm discreet about my exploits.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm not gonna talk
Gotcha.
about my exploit because I am in a relationship, sir.
Gotcha. We just have to insinuate.
Well, yeah, you can insinuate whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
Today, I'm telling you perfect your craft by multiple at-bats. I think it's going to be a lot easier to get your confidence up telling a 2 to go to hell. And then you can work your way up to telling a 3 to go to hell. Then you got confidence to tell a 4 to go to hell. Before long, you can look at a 7 and you say, go to hell. Then you can
Listen, I can't knock it because what you were saying is literally logical, right? It makes sense. You got a method behind it. It's methodical. I ain't even going fraud. It sounds crazy, but you've explained it in a way that you can't really knock, right? Because was there a net positive? Yes. Absolutely. You got your game up, right? So now you could deal with whatever. And then you've probably applied your sales skills to it. And once them shits are infused, then now any woman you talk to at this point, you got the method.
Right. Baby girl is Listen, man. Then I started to. I think you heard me say it on Lapeef when I was telling them about my rules. Did you ever hear me explain my dating?
You coming to the park or the house for the first date? That's it.
Okay, so no, that's where I'm willing to date. I'm only gonna date in one of three places: my house, her
house,
park.
or the park.
And if she's not willing to go to one of them three places, baby, then I'm not your man. But those aren't my rules.
Straight shooter. So no matter who you pushing up on, first 2 questions. Anyone in the chat, I want to know. Any ladies, any dudes, if you tried it, let me know. Please explain. Women, if you've done it, please explain. Or would you do it? Or is it a hell no? Because I'm very, very curious to see how y'all feel about that. Because I mean, I get it. I would imagine you get a higher rate of rejection by that being your initial proposal.
No.
Word. Did you have a type that you look for? Like, were you a sniper, or anybody who you talked to was with the shits?
The same playbook for everybody. You don't deviate from the game plan. If she's not with the game plan, she needs to kick rocks. I had a dating budget. Do you know what my dating budget was?
What was your dating budget?
$0.00.
Oh.
I'm willing to spend as much as $0.00.
How do you wait? So do you have food?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, shit. Okay.
But
so you still feed them. It just won't be outside. It'll be food you already had in the crib.
No, they didn't eat at my house, bro. When they came on my house, it was usually after 8:30, 9 o'clock at the earliest.
So how would a first date like that go?
First date means within 3 to 5 hours, somebody's going home. How much time do you need to be at my house when you show up at 10:30?
So wait, the first date was a encounter. It wasn't no.
I mean, bro, listen. Most women don't want to go to the park. You'll be surprised how many women do not want to go to a park for a date. They don't want to walk. They don't want to be in the heat. They don't want to be in the cold. It has to be a perfect summer day for them to go to a park. And it has to be people so they can people watch. Most of my park dates, probably, when I went on a park date, probably 85% to 90% of my park dates happened around 8:15, 8:30 at night.
Parks be closing at sunset, so I don't even know how you could really accomplish that outside of the summer.
Well, we have like quarries and like not creeks, but like there's like apartment buildings. They'll have like a
okay. Some type of not like a state park or nothing, but like a park like setting.
Yeah, something with a trail or whatever.
Yeah, just so you can walk it out. Okay, $0 too. You wouldn't even get him ice cream or nothing, bro.
Oh, $0, bro.
He's not playing with this shit. $0.
I want a pack of Wrigley's gum.
Damn.
For what?
It's like that.
The power of Christ compels you.
If I don't spend any money on a woman, then we don't have to do anything intimate wise. We could chill. But if I spend some money on you, I don't care if I spend $1 on you. I have expectations.
So we can have all the expectations we want, but if we can't enforce it, it is what it is. You know what I mean? He said, I bought you some goddamn gum.
You don't enforce it. You're just mindful of where you spend it. So if you don't get the indication that it can go where you want it to go, why would you risk spending your money? That's like going to watch a movie without seeing the previews. Why would I do that?
So, all right. So maybe not even yourself, but on a regular basis, right? For women who typically will go on a home date for the first date, what do you think the odds of intimacy are?
About 90%.
Yeah, I would say nine.
Go
I would
ahead.
say I would say 98% because
Damn.
she know what time it is when she come over. Now it's up. Hold on. Let me finish real quick. It's up to you to seal the deal. Now, if you don't seal the deal the first night she come through, you ain't never hitting. Word is wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about
Now,
that part. I don't know how. I don't know why you wouldn't hit the first night.
damn.
Well, you got some niggas ain't got skills like that. So I'm just being like realistic.
No, no,
I mean,
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm not saying you're wrong in that regard, but I'm just saying like if you can get her to your house, I don't know how you can't get it. It's crazy, but maybe she just thought you was handsome game and like, oh, this
Yo,
nigga.
sometimes, I'm gonna tell you right. Y'all never ran into a weird situation where you might have had a joint all the way at the crib, and then they just be like, "Oh nah," or they got the rag or some nonsense or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, there's women that there's things that circumstances that come up that stop things from happening, but
Not
yeah,
usually.
no, not usually because
Yeah.
most women, I think women like sex more than men like sex.
A woman
I
told
just
me
think
that recently.
they don't like sex with men that they commit to.
Hmm.
They like sex with men
Yeah,
that they're
I believe that. I
yeah, they
believe
like
that.
sex with men that they're not committed to because it's all about fun. I don't think it's fun with a man that they're with. I think it's obligation with a man that they're with. And so it becomes more of an uphill battle because women don't like you to have expectations of them.
Yeah. So what I've learned, right? If you present yourself as a F boy off rip, the expectations are low, and you probably get the butt real fast. Now, if you start exhibiting boyfriend qualities, then
Yep.
they're going to make you wait, and you got the force field, all kind of stupid shit in your way, and they're going to
yeah, you
breadcrumb
look
you and
at the
everything else.
sucker. Yeah, she look at you in that kind of light. You the sucker. Yeah, word is wrong.
Yep.
Um, so how about this? I won't. Sometimes you absolutely are the sucker, but I think that it's more of like the judgment, right? She tried to play her cards right because she's trying to drag out the experience and extract as much as she can without losing what it is she wants. Sometimes a woman could want to be with a dude that she respects and all that shit, or has something that she's attracted to, but because of the fear of judgment, she will probably hold out on bro in some cases. I don't think it's
No,
absolute is what I'm saying.
it's not judgment, Trev. What it is this. And I could be wrong in this regard, but this is my thoughts. I believe, because I know as a man what we do, and I believe women are doing the same thing. I believe women that want to convince you that if a woman sees a future with you, she'll hold out and she'll make you think she's not that type of woman. While you're waiting to smash her, you'll be smashing other chicks trying to keep your sanity intact as you pursue her. And
Mm-hmm.
while she's waiting to give it up to you, she's letting other cats smash her. She letting the F boy smash her while she making you wait. You think she ain't active. You think she just chilling. No, she getting bust down. She getting bust down. She just playing a game. And you stupid enough to go along with the game. That's why with my rules, Trav, my rules get me victory to an 80% click. So here are my rules. I have two rules. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I'm a little difficult. So my two rules is really three. But the first rule have a part A and a part B. So rule number 1A, a woman must be safe at all times. And I tell them this. The day I meet them, Trav, I would tell a woman straight up, listen, baby girl, I like you. I think you're cool. But I need to let you know something off rip. I have rules how I go about dating. And I have requirements. I require that a woman cannot have any rules. She cannot have any standards, nor can she have any expectations of me.
Damn.
But I get to have rules, and then they'll be like, what? That's crazy. Why? How does that work? How do you? And I say, because I'm going to explain to you afterwards. Let me tell you my rules, and then I'm going to explain to you why I have my rules. She's like, fine, go ahead. Now, mind you, she's intrigued because I'm making her laugh throughout the process, okay? So I tell her rule 1A is a woman must be safe at all times when she's in my presence. So it's my obligation to it that she's safe. I got to keep my head on the swivel. Rule 1B, a woman must feel comfortable at all times while in my presence. Now, safety and comfort are two different things. And most women don't know the difference between the two. And I have to explain to them, baby girl, you can feel comfortable and be in danger and not even know it. You can feel unsafe around the safest people in the world just because you don't feel comfortable. So I want you to be safe and I want you to feel comfortable. Rule number 2, you must smile and or laugh at least 70% of the time in my presence or I will end the date. So if you're not having a good time, why are we here? Now think about it. You know I'm not spending no money, Trev. So it's imperative that she's having a good time. Because what are we doing? If I'm not spending no money, we don't have no buffer of entertainment as far as dinner, a movie, some kind of entertainment. And she's not laughing or smiling. What are we doing? So now I say, listen, notice how my rules are all to your benefit. Now, if I allowed you to have rules, standards, or expectations, it will be to your benefit as well. If I'm thinking about you and you're thinking about you, who's thinking about me?
Right. Yeah. No, that's actual. That makes perfect sense. I got something else I want to throw on here. Because I have, believe it or not, I have a solution to these bum ass dating apps. That's one thing. And what people haven't mentioned a lot about is, let me see. Can you see this?
Yep. The decimal of despair.
Yeah. Okay. So we had that, right? This is what we just went over. That's that one. Now I'm going to bring over the.
Put it back up for me if you can.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. I can put it back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it right in there. Right.
One match.
You want to read it out?
Okay. The decimal of despair, statistical probability of connection, the match equation, 145 swipes equal one match, or 0.69% success. The date ratio, 29,000 swipes equal one date, or 0.0034% success. Conversion rate, 200 matches equal one date, 0.05% probability. Swiping treadmill, endless activity, minimal results. Algorithmic obscurity, hidden mechanics of failure. I think the dating apps change, but I don't know much about them.
So now I'm gonna tell you what. Are you a smart guy and you were in sales, and you got some game to you? Pause and you look away, right? You'll probably do all right, but the average guy with the average game throwing up mediocre pictures literally has to, according to this, from you getting 145 to one match, and then out of 10 matches, which would take you 1,400 something, right? And then we keep going. By the time you get to dates, and then you get to one for a meaningful relationship, you swiped 72,000 times if you didn't pay to jump the line or exploit it or swipe like crazy. So take this stat out. This is a crazy stat. You are more likely to get a royal flush than you are if you only swipe once. You are more likely if you picked up the app, took your time and picked one woman, you are more likely to get struck by lightning than you are to get a date with that one woman. That is crazy. That is crazy. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Think about these odds, bro. So when you hear homeboy talking about, I'm doing this while I'm going to sleep, indiscriminately swiping and going ham, there's a reason for that. And there's some places that report a dude having like the top 5% of dudes, they're getting like 90% of the likes. There's a paradox here, though. The paradox that I'm speaking of is the fact that, let's just say that women didn't see these top 10% of dudes because there's people haven't drawn the parallel between real life. That's the problem. The dating apps weren't paying attention to social media. The dating apps weren't paying attention to what's going on in real life. And now they don't see that 80% of women are not attracted to 80% of the men. They only like the top 20 at best. And if they're in a dating app where they've been conditioned to feel like this is the norm by the social media, and virtually every regular man is invisible, they're only going to swipe the top ones. And because they're showing them everyone in the city and they're showing all the women the same guys, those dudes are going to be the only ones who get it. And if they stop doing that, the commodity, which is the woman, will leave. The women are the commodity. That's why they don't have the same rules for the men and the women. The men are the ones who are paying. I don't know if you know, but some of these subscriptions are anywhere from $50 to $500 a month, depending on what tier you want to jump into, to boost yourself, to kind of jump the line. So your profile is virtually shadow banned until you decide to pay to play. So you out here tricking. And from my understanding, I thought that if you used a woman as a commodity, that was problematic.
Let me correct something. I lied. I didn't even realize I lied.
That was a lie.
I did pay the date. I did pay for dates. Because when I first got on the dating apps, I used the free version. And I got tired of them timing me out after so many swipes. So I went and paid. but Bumble had it. It was love back when I had it. Because it was $150 for a lifetime membership. So I just paid it. I said, you know what?
Right.
This is dumb. Why?
I don't think that's going to happen anymore. You know why?
No, I don't.
This is why. Match brought all of these. Well, Bumble's the only one they couldn't buy. But Bumble is failing now.
Yeah,
they bought, you see that shit?
Billion?
Huh?
Is that 1.8 billion?
Yes.
For Tinder.
Right. Well, that one for Tinder saying like 0.3.
Bro, it is graph, bro.
Yo, so they pretty much
Hinge. Oh, my bad. That's why I met my lady. I met my lady on Hinge. I forgot I used Hinge.
Yeah. So they've acquired everyone from POF to Tinder to Black People Meet to Hinge to all of these apps. They've acquired them all. They tried to acquire Bumble for $450 million, and they were told to kick rocks. No, we're not doing that. Huh? But then when you look at this, they're like, damn, we probably should have took that bread, bro. Look at that. Yeah, I know you know what that is. They should have took that. They should have took that.
What is that?
That's from 2021 when they were peaking. And COVID, they were peaking. And this is them right now. They've lost 92%.
The top arrow is cut off. It just shows the bottom.
Oh, I'll bring it back up. Hold up. Bring it back up.
Okay, what does that say up there? I can't read it. It's too small.
Oh, let me try. Shit, you about to get the wrong one, though. My lying eyes.
Yeah, no, I see. That's crazy, bro. So is that 80 price per share or $80 a share? And now,
yeah,
man, they down like maybe $3 a share now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, that's about where they are, about $3 a share right now. Yes, and anybody who wants to throw that in the chat, go ahead. They're looking at about $3 a share right now, which is crazy. Because in COVID, they was killing it. They ain't killing it no more. So that's where we at.
I bet you if Sexbox had some stakeholders publicly, that shit is gonna go up like crazy.
Well, it's Realbotics is the one. I actually got a video talking about the synthetic exit, and that's one of the major points. I got a comprehensive video. I'm gonna do one for this particular topic too. But the synthetic exit, I'm showing what men are doing as an alternative for women. That's another reason why it's crashing, because they're coming up with some pretty good alternatives for men. Not in my case, us as Gen Z And I'm not Gen Z. I'm a Gen Xer. For Gen X and millennials, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Some of Gen Z, I would say a great portion of Generation Alpha are going to do that because they don't have the same social skills that we had. They don't have the kahunas, to be frank, to be out here pushing up on joints. The cold approach doesn't even really exist. One of my homeboys, you're gonna laugh, but he did a cold approach a little while ago. He told me about it, and he was just out in like a little food joint, and he did it discreetly. He was like, "Yeah, you know what?" He didn't say nothing crazy. He was like, "Yeah, I thought you were very attractive, and I wanted to get to know you." Here go this joint. Weirdo, weirdo, weirdo. That's what she said to dude, like that. And then had everybody looking like, oh no, what's going on? Like he did some perverted shit, like he tried to grope her or something. No, he just tried to press real quick, shoot a shot. And they found out to be extremely peculiar. So that's what type of world we living in. You can't really press females nowhere that you used to be able to. It's become some type of harassment, or you're a weirdo, or you're a creep just for shooting your shot. But then at the same time, you see women who are complaining that, hey, why is it that men no longer pursue me simultaneously? Which is weird to me. But yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. So we saw that. There is something else that I wanted to go into. I don't know if we talked about the premium tax that much, but I want to bring that up. I have a little joint. These are all joints that I made from Gemini. I took my talking points and made my own graphs. That's why you see the little Gemini symbol. I didn't want to take it off because I wasn't trying to fraud. Like, that's not where I got it from. But they generate pretty decent images, as you can see. It's not too bad. You go ahead and read it out. Any one of y'all. Don't matter. Whoever got good eyes. Can you see it? I can make it bigger.
Boost and super likes, skewed ratios, fierce competition, boost and super likes, women, viscerated, men ignored. The second tier, swipe until you pay, profit over people, monetizing loneliness. I think I'm okay with it to a degree. Even though it sucks, it's a money grab. The reason why I'm okay with it to a degree is because if guys learn how to date, I'll spend money on acquisition, or I'll spend money on exposure, I should say. Okay. It's my job to close for acquisition. If you can't close, I mean, what are we doing? Do you know how much work it will take for you to get in front of women? That cold approaching is cool as it sounds to have your game so tight where you cold approach. I myself don't cold approach much when I was single. It's just too much of an uphill battle. It's like the rejection rate is extremely high because women don't know how to be welcoming to most guys. They don't know how to vet. If they don't see something in that brief second that will appeal to them, they're gonna just say no. And you might not be dressed the right way. Your hygiene might not be up to par because you may have been getting off work, coming from the gym. There's a multitude of reasons why you might not be in tip-top shape to try to approach her right then. And all it takes is a woman to just be like, nah. Think about it. If you're laying in your bed swiping, your hygiene ain't a factor, your height ain't a factor, your body type ain't a factor. All she has to go off is your pictures and your bio. And your pictures and bio is a buffer. It buys you a little bit of time and it gives you a little bit of grace. Where if you can present yourself in a decent way, she gets to see you highlighted more so than how you are in real time. It's like makeup for women. Our dating profile is like makeup.
So Will, check this out.
Go ahead.
This what I got with that, right? All of those things that you mentioned, to me, that's advantageous to me, right? For cold approach, because I don't step outside. I mean, of course, if I'm coming from the gym, I'm going right home. If I'm coming off work, I'm going right home. But if I'm out and I'm trying to, because I used to do this aimlessly, I would literally try to get 10 numbers a day. And most times you could, because I lived in a major city, and even though that city was surrounded by other cities where I am. So we had Newark, and then there's Irvington, which is a city, East Orange, which is a city, right? So we had a few cities, and Newark is the biggest city in Jersey. So you had different sections within that shit. So there was so many places you can go to bag joints from Cold Approach, and it's metro areas. You got ladies walking and all kind of whatever. So you're gonna run into females, and if it was decent or better, I was pressing. So my quota would be like 10 numbers a day, because out of those 10 numbers a day, you're gonna get like maybe like 5 or 6 probably that you'll actually have a conversation with back. You probably might hit like 2 to 3 out of that 10 that you bag, maybe. But if you keep accumulating those types of numbers, then you always had a decent rotation. And all those things you mentioned, like your hygiene might not be right. I got the freshest cologne on. I don't think you ever saw me, Will, without a straight up lineup. My shit. I wake up like this, bro. Right? I'm always wearing some fly shit, and I've worked on my riz from just talking, like how you said, practice, right? So all of those things that I normally am with on a daily basis separates me from the average person, in my opinion. Things that I work on that many men can work on. I don't think I mentioned anything really that was crazy that men can't do. Men can go to the gym. Men can get your riz up from practice. Men can do all these. So I'm saying you can separate yourself from that with all of those features, because you've already proven, like, okay, damn, this is somebody I could be with. So now you can only blow it by saying the wrong shit. But I used to say wild shit on purpose. It didn't even take much time. I had like my one liner would be like, yo, what's up? I introduced myself and be like, yeah, you should give me your number. And most they might say is like, I should. And I'm like, yeah, you should. All right, well, there wasn't no, if a female feeling your lane, you good. You don't really have to say much else. Like, because you better off, I'll put it this way. It's a way easier time by not saying anything, because you can more so talk your way out of kitty than you can talk your way into it. So you don't say much. Don't give them much. Right. And I think both of y'all gentlemen would agree. You could turn a chick off by saying too much. If you let her talk, all she's doing is giving you ammunition. You know how to come at her. Once you start talking, she's going to find something she don't like.
Yep. But the thing about it, Trev, that you are not wrong, but I would never advise guys to do what you're doing, because most guys, you're into yourself, not in a vanity way. You're into yourself because you're mindful of your presentation. You're conscious of how you present to the world. The average guy is not. The average guy doesn't have riz. The average guy doesn't have swag. The average guy does not know how to put together their wardrobe. The average guy does not how to put together their apartment or their house. They don't wear good cologne because good cologne is not cheap. They don't have their hair cut on a regular basis. You look at the guys that you see with dreads and how terrible their hair be. Or the guys with, it's like,
you know what's crazy, bro? You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of those things, people feel like are unaccessible, right? One of my homeboys got the illest dupe company, where I can get a cologne that is actually better than the majors for like $60. Like, I'm talking about better than Baccarat, better than Creed Aventus, because he's eliminated the fluff and the carcinogens. It's hypoallergenic and vegan. If anybody wants some of this, DM me. My joint is Trash Smooth, same as all my social media. I'll get you a bottle. Clothes, I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I know where to buy them cheap. You're going to have to, for that hack, you're going to have to be a fan, and you're going to have to prove it. But I have that. I got that plug too, for not to say everything I get is cheap, but I can still look fly with cheap. And I do it sometimes. I mix and match, and you never know what's cheap and what's not. My haircuts, I don't sit in nobody's chair. I taught myself how to cut my own hair the hard way. And I've got a T-blade. You could buy a T-blade for like $15 on Amazon. And the Andes joint you could get for cheap. So you basically one haircut, if you're willing to kind of just follow the pattern after you get a haircut, carefully get a big ass mirror, you're fine. But these are all things that are cheap. That's why I encourage men to kind of, it's easy to put into yourself if you're willing to put in that extra work to do it.
There you go. See, it's not the price. It's you have a tenacity about self-preservation that most men don't have. I learned how to cut my own hair when I was 10 years old. Well, that's when I started cutting my own hair. And I messed up a lot. And I go to a barbershop 2 or 3 times a year. And that's only on certain occasions when I'm like, you know what, I don't feel like cutting my hair. Let me just go let somebody else do it. But I don't like paying for haircuts. Haircuts are so expensive these days.
Yeah, they wildin'.
It's tripping, bro. And so, I'm with you. But here's the thing about
haircuts is like $50 a pop. But I usually like it because I work crazy hours. So usually I have my barber come to my crib and cut my hair. So he charged me like $150 for that. I mean,
fuck
that. Dude, I don't want to pay. If I got to pay more than $25 for a haircut, I don't want it.
Right.
I don't even like paying $25 for my cut, bro. I got my Andy, I got my T-liners, I got my oyster, bro. Like I don't know why guys.
But I only do that if I'm like working crazy hours though. I mean, that's not something I do on a regular.
If you cut your hair, I think guys should get there. All you got to do is learn to line yourself up, and then you don't even need a cut.
A lot of times,
you can wait. You can go a week and a half and line yourself up. You don't need a cut. Go another week and a half, line yourself up again. You can go a whole month with one haircut. And if you get you some oysters, bro, all you got to do is where you just pop the new blade on, not with the guards. You don't have. There's no adjusting. You pop the blade on, go over your hair even all the way around, knock all the loose hairs off, and just line it up. That's all you got to do. It's like shaving. I'm not gonna have no barber come to my house to shave me. Like a line on my face, my beard, mustache, and everything. But
let me get into some of these TikTok joints because they're not in here because TikTok's thing is weird. Most like Instagram, their comments and stuff could pop up over here. Theirs cannot. Let me see.
Trev, get some clothes, so I don't care if you go to Marshalls and get your clothes. You still got to know how to dress.
Correct. You know what? I don't have a paywall behind my shit, man. I consult people for free because I like to help. And I'm all right. I'm okay with money. So I don't have to do, you know what I'm saying? And I know more money is great, but I prefer to help people. So listen, any gentlemen who have those type of issues, DM me. Simple as that. Email me. Simple as that. I will help you. I literally will help you. If you have a problem getting dressed, I get several compliments every day I go outside. No bullshit. But I put into it. You know what I'm saying? I put into it. So I can make a lot of people get right. All you have to do is let me know you need help, and I'm going to show you where you can get things for cheap. There's techniques about everything. But you have to want to do it. Sure, it's hard as hell to wake up extra time to like, all right, I got to get myself a lot up before I go. You know what I mean? I got to do this. My routine takes a little bit longer, but I don't care. I want to present myself in a certain way, and I should. I'm in the public eye. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel about it. Let me get into a couple of the joints. Products and techniques have advanced, so prices have to go up. We aren't in the 90s anymore. And you know what? I don't even knock nobody hustle. I don't knock nobody hustle for charging $50 for a haircut. It's inflation. You still got to pay for whatever. But it won't be me.
Today I got time,
And I stopped cutting my hair before $50. I stopped cutting my hair not because of the money per se, because of the time. Because I didn't feel like making appointments. Sometimes I just want my haircut right now. I go live. I chip my shit up anytime I'm about to put this camera on. If I'm turning a camera on, I'm getting a lineup. My shit gonna be sharp. It ain't gonna be like a bunch of loose hairs. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And when I get time, then I cut my whole hair down. But I did it for time's sake, for convenience sake, for frequency sake. That's why I did it. You know what I mean? Let me see. I understand. I do my own locks, right, Bo? That's real. I think Bo was talking about the cold approach too, is something I wanted to bring up over there, which I can copy paste it. Yeah. I find it strange that men my age are too scared to approach as if this. You know what? The cold approach, it takes a lot of balls, though. It's not like when you first starting out, you get butterflies and shit like that. I can't throw up. When I was first starting out, I didn't want rejection. Nobody wants rejection. Females typically don't have to deal with rejection in the same manner, where it's so overt, right? Their rejection is more subtle, like the dude putting them in a sex zone or something like that, which is a rejection, but not the same type of rejection, if that makes any sense, right? That's how we reject females. We put them in the F zone versus having to, not call them or ghost them or whatever. And we're going to get to that. I got the solution for this. I want y'all to stay tuned for the solution. Anybody in here in the chat, if y'all want to jump in like your homeboy Will, like the homeboy Rush in here, I can add up to 10 people and put you in different whatever. Or like this has so much more leeway than what I have with like the StreamYard shit. Everything is boxing. I'll do what I want to do here. We abstract. We do, anything we want on this side. So, and this is not really presented on TikTok. I know y'all not getting it like that on TikTok because nobody really knows how to do that shit. You're not getting it on TikTok. But we're going to bring this space, our space, into TikTok. Will, you ready to do it? I'm going to show you how you can get your joint like this where you can start presenting stuff and all of that because nobody's really doing that. Everybody has their panels that's just weird and boring. We're bringing this to TikTok on this side. This is what we doing. I'm going to be the pioneer for this shit. And anybody squad like Will, he going to know how to do it too. And we're going to tear this shit up on this side. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Go ahead and follow if you haven't followed because this is what it's going to be like on this side. We're going to build this crowd because we have good content. We have good concepts. And we really did this shit and really do this shit. We're not one of these dudes who read talking points and just started to regurgitate them. We live through life for real. We are shooting from the hip because we actually live this shit. And if y'all can't tell the difference, shame on you.
Today I got time, cuz.
So there's one more thing that I wanted to cover before we go crazy. And look, we ain't even dog ladies today, man. I actually had something about the perspective from the ladies today, man. Because we've been getting a bad rap for that. Particularly you, Will. They think you hate women for whatever reason.
Yeah.
The universal dating source. Is that the one? Let me see.
I allow myself to be pigeonholed in a as a guy that's a misogynist.
Yes. I really want to. I think this might be the one I end up using for the woman. But basically what I'm saying is that I don't think it's all necessarily. I think, all right, say versus do paradox. Here we go. This will help us. We haven't covered this one yet. This is a say versus do paradox. Rush, I want you to start with this one if you would.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Good.
The say versus do paradox. The dating preference gap. First bullet point: claim preferences. What users say they want. Second bullet point: actual swiping behavior. Third one: actual swiping behavior. Who users engage with. And the last bullet point, the hidden algorithm, actions, and words.
All right, so what you think about it, though? What do you think about it?
I mean, let me see.
So say versus do paradox. For instance, I think that's a big one. And then, Will, I want you to chime in on that part of it, too, right after Rush. This is basically how women say that they want a man who's caring, considerate, and all of that, and everything that they say they want. But the barrier to entry is a face card, right? They don't show the women paragraphs, and in my opinion, I think they should show women paragraphs, or they should filter it in such a way where this person is caring, this person is whatever. They could go through our bio and figure out who we are. I think that they should match them better that way, whereas they're going for characteristics because women say they crave characteristics. If you ask women, they do say they want to do who over 6 feet. Okay, put them in there too. If that's what you want, then go ahead. Good luck with that shit too. But they should be able to see a paragraph and then filter that and then start getting some face cards. Because when you go to the face card first, you got that physical attraction. And I understand that it's human nature, but you have to be satisfied with the results you yield based on that type of a selection. When you have that type of selection process, I think it's crazy. So go ahead, Rush. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you my perspective on it. When it comes to women lie about everything. So, whatever they got on their bio, whatever they put for the preference on what they want in a man, is usually in lame terms. You know, they put out their PR, but like I said before, a lot of them are low hanging fruit, and they ready to get bent over. You know what I mean? So, you know, this bullet point right here is cool, but it's kind of irrelevant. You know what I mean? Because you know, a chick ain't gonna keep it a bean on the app or in real life ever.
Will, do you disagree?
No.
No. You think all these women are trying to get ran through? Come on, man. You wifed up twice, bro. You definitely believe there's some good hope out there, bro.
Oh no, there's definitely some good women out there, but I think those women usually fall in line when they meet the right man. I don't think my woman was chaotic before.
You ain't gonna find it on an app, you know. It's usually like from, you know, social gathering, and you know, like in a organic situation, you know, like on an app. I'm telling you, most of the women on those apps are low hanging fruit, man. They ready to get bent over, bro. I mean,
All right,
that's just my perspective.
So then here's the question. Do you believe that these women are, pardon me, do you think that these women on the app are a different representation than what's out there in the real world? Do you feel like there's only a certain type of woman that would touch these? Like even say Christian Mingle or eHarmony. Do you think that these are the same types of women who would just be ready to get bent over, like you say?
Yeah. Now with the Christian Mingle and the eHarmony joint, whatever, those are the worst kind of birds you can deal with. I call those blue jays. You know what I mean?
Whoa!
And what a blue jay, what a blue jay is, right?
Christ compels you.
Whoa, bro! Go ahead.
Yeah. Yo, what is one? Yo, I break down different styles of birds on my channel. Know what I mean, and it's 5 tiers. You know what I mean? But what a blue jay is, right? She's a female that covers her promiscuous acts with religion, her stupid degrees, and her accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? But really, she down for the cause. That's what I call a blue jay. You know what I mean? She's just a bird. She just covered it with religion, bro. And understand, man, most hoes that's been ran through, religion is her last pitch stop. You know what I mean?
Wow, bro. I'm gonna work with you on breaking that down into a. Hey, bro, listen to me. You need to come to my studio. Where you at?
I'm in Jersey.
No, what part?
Oh, I'm in the suburbs. I'm in Morris County.
Drive down to my studio. I swear. I bet you. If you get a breakdown and let me film it and edit it, you're gonna go viral with that concept. I guarantee you. I master short form content. I'm telling you right now. I have several millions. I have tens of millions of views. Mad views. Probably up to 100 million now with the short form content between the platforms. So what I'm telling you is, I can guarantee you, if you come up with that concept, that you will go viral with it. Guaranteed. I'm not playing. I guarantee you, and I don't guarantee a lot, but I guarantee you, with that concept, breaking down the birds, you're going to go viral. You need to absolutely bring that to me, and I'm going to make you go viral. I don't even want the credit, but trust me, you're going to go viral.
Most definitely. Just, give me a call, bro.
A crow? A vulture? What else you got in there?
Yo, that's funny. Yo, hold on. It's funny he says vulture. The vulture is the chapeador. You know what I mean? Which chapeador mean in English a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got the vulture, you got the bald eagle, and then you got the pterodactyl. The
The
pterodactyl is
pterodactyl.
the highest.
You went to the pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah, the pterodactyl is the highest tier.
Wait. So we got the blue jay, we got the vulture, we got the bald eagle, we got the pterodactyl. What is the bald eagle?
What is the
And
bald
where's
eagle?
the fifth one? There's a
Okay, the
fifth one
bald the
before.
bald eagle is the accomplished elderly lady that pays to play with young studs. You know what I mean?
Yo.
That's the bald eagle.
The elder stateswoman.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, you made a grave mistake by not going on camera explaining that right now. But don't worry, I got you. We're gonna make a viral video out of that. No bullshit. I don't play. Anybody who know me know I do what I say. Come through, and I'm gonna get you a viral video behind that. But so yeah, females have been conditioned.
Wait, Trev.
Go ahead. Go
He
ahead.
didn't tell us the fifth one yet, and he didn't explain the pterodactyl. That's the
Oh yeah,
highest
all right,
tier.
go ahead.
So we
Have at it,
did-
brother.
Yeah,
Have at
well,
it. Have at it, brother.
Okay. Well, let me. Okay, first there's the. Oh, my bad, guys, man. I didn't want to take over your show like this, bro.
Nah, you straight, bro. Keep going. We good.
You got the bird, right? The regular bird, which is she's the typical hood rat. Have no state of decorum, pretty hood, and she's real promiscuous. There's the blue jay. You already know what the blue jay is. Now there's the pigeon. The pigeon is the the pigeon is the pigeon. Yo, guys, why you laughing?
We laughing because it's hilarious, man. What you talking about?
Yeah, the pigeon
Bro, we're
is
laughing because it's hilarious.
the pigeon is she's semi-pro. Now, when I say semi-pro, she works a regular 9 to 5 from Monday through Friday, but Saturday and Sunday she's selling box. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
After
this is-
the pigeon, there's the vulture, right? You already know what the vulture is. It's the chapeador. Then there's the bald eagle. You know what the bald eagle is already. The pterodactyl is a full blown out pro. Like your Instagram, I mean, not your OnlyFans models, the chick that's on the street corner selling box, like that's a pterodactyl off rip. Know what I mean? And those are the tiers of the different levels of birds, man. Know what I mean?
Word. Listen, bro, that is crazy and worth an ultra combo.
Hey, I
Yo.
feel like I just ran 8 miles. My heart rate is up too high, bro.
Hey, yo, that's just crazy, bro. Crazy. So that's pretty wicked. Chat. What are y'all doing, yo? Let me see. Selling boxes, wild. C Trey's backup. Get him viral. That logic needs to be out there. No, real shit. I'm gonna do it. It's on him. If he's willing to take that drive to Cinnamon, New Jersey, where my studio is, then he's gonna go viral that week that he does it. I'm telling you, right, Mark. You saw it here first. Screen record this bullshit because I'm going to show you that this is going to go viral. If he takes his ass down to South Jersey, right, he's going to go viral that following week. That I guarantee. Promise you. You have no idea, bro. That is viral content. You sitting on viral content, man. You need management, goddammit. We're going to get you right, bro. I promise you. So this is what I did want to say, though. I don't think it's women's fault in general because of what has been happening in social media. They have shown them the men. You see how it is. Just like when you go on Instagram, you don't see no ugly birds, as you call it. You see the women, all the Instagram models. You see them with the big fillings. Somebody just gave me that word today. The fillings. They got the fillings at the top, the fillings in the backyard, and the weaved up and everything else that they show us. They don't show us the wholesome girl. They don't show us the round the way girl. Y'all call them the girl next door. We call them the round the way girl. They don't show us that. They only show us those. I don't know what type of bird you call that. What type of bird is the Instagram model? What does she fall under, Rush?
She's a pterodactyl.
Oh, well, okay, I don't want to say all Instagram models are pros, but the Instagram model she'll fall in. I'll say a regular bird. I mean, well, no, I'll say a blue jay. A blue jay.
Blue jay? Okay, she's part of the Blue Jays. Okay, cool.
I thought he's talking about an Instagram model. He's talking about the ones with like 1 million plus followers. Or are you just talking about?
Well, no, not necessarily. Mate. Sometimes you'll see it's just the archetype, right? They might just be starting out. They might not be doing that well. Maybe they don't know how to market, but it's the same archetype. The plasticas. Yeah. All the plastica girls who's got all the fakies and. They showing TNA on the platforms to entice you. Basically, the girls that when you open up your Explorer page, those, right? That's what we talking about. So, but I think that
word is born. Like, I think this is needed because most dudes, they don't understand what type of bird they dealing with, and that's why they make the mistake of wifing up a bird. You know what I mean?
Hey, we gotta GoFundMe, bro. Anybody, y'all could throw a super chat on the YouTube side right here. Any proceeds that are designed to go for him will go for him. If that's what you want to do. Somebody said they got $5 on your Uber and TikTok. The homeboy C Trey's backup. He's got $5 on your Uber so far, bro.
Hey, bro, what's your name again?
They call me Rush.
Rush. Hey, bro, listen. I feel like I just robbed you, bro. Like, I need to pay some admission for that, bro. Bro, I ain't laugh like that, bro. I'm hurting over here. Like, my throat hurting.
Pause.
Get off this live stream and go to bed because it's almost 30 in the morning for us.
Word. All right, before we do it, because I'm about to close this out anyway. I'm not gonna keep you more than 5 minutes.
I'm hurting right now. I might have to go to the ER.
Damn.
That was, bro. My chest is. I gotta calm my heart rate down, bro. That was funny as hell, bro. I don't know. I asked this nigga about $100.
So only thing all right. So check this out. We can close this out in a few minutes because it's almost time for me to go anyway. I should have been out of here. But this is what I'm gonna say. I think that females are kind of conditioned to look for those types of men inadvertently. I don't think it's all their fault, and I don't think it's all the app's fault. It's just an unfortunate circumstance. They know what's happening to an extent, but if they're in a paradoxical situation, whereas if they pull those top men out of the pool, then the women will get bored and leave because they're like, damn, what happened to the app? These dudes are weak now. I don't even want to do it anymore. I might as well take my chances in the street, right? And they're conditioned to think that these are what most of the men are available like, and they would only push the dudes who aren't of that caliber as if you pay to play, and then they'll just swipe you left anyways. So that's that part of it. So that's why I say it's not all the woman's fault or the app's fault per se. It's an unfortunate circumstance, and they were kind of destined to fail. So there's one more thing that I wanted to do, and that's the solution. Here's what I have as a solution. I want to know what y'all think of this solution of that would maybe not eliminate every single problem in dating apps, but would actually alleviate a lot of the issues. A universal dating score, algorithm social ranking, right? Composite metrics, attractiveness, wealth, social circle, real-time adjustments, right? You got history, profile activity, mathematical bias, right? And you have prioritization of high score users. desirability economy, right? Supply and demand dynamics, and social credit integration, blurring digital and real life. And these aren't from anywhere. I kind of just made these. That's why you still see the Gemini sticker on it, because I put those together out of points that I thought. This is all from manifesting from my brain. This isn't any concept that anyone has came up with yet. So you heard it here first, people. This is how we're going to be able to hold these dating apps accountable and hold people accountable. I feel like that's the main issue. There's no accountability. So the F-boys that are getting all the hits, if they don't treat you right, you should be able to give them the score. The females who ghost you, they should have a score. I think that when you agree to a date, your first date should be rated, whereas you agree on a location, and then you the time you get there should be logged. If you're late to the date, if you don't respect it, if you're not a respectable person, if you didn't dress well, if you didn't do anything that you should have a low rating. As particularly people who waste your time and ghost you, particularly people who were just rude. You should have some type of accountability. If you had accountability, then you would more likely be able to match with more people who are compatible, because everyone is showing you their representative. But how does a person actually feel about you? That right there would hold these bastards accountable and make it so people can have more practical dates in the future.
I hate it.
Will, you disagree adamantly, apparently. You hate it?
I hate it. I think it's creative. I definitely think it's creative. It's innovative. If you was able to roll it out, but I hate it because I think it can be severely manipulated due to the fact that, like, let's say you, Mr. Trev. I didn't want to say Smooth. I was going to come up with another name.
That's fine. Go with Trev Smooth. It's cool. Okay.
Trev Suave, right? And you bust a chick down, and she just wasn't. She didn't do it for you, but she wanted more from you. All she gonna do is go on that dating app and give you a bad score. All she gonna do is go on there.
Okay. No. So I get it.
What she want out of it.
Right. Okay. That's the part of it, but that's why I said just rate your first dating experience. So all of this, that whole long-term shit can't be incorporated, right? So you'd have to rate the date like right after the date. So they can't go ahead and get malicious or any of that other stuff. All of this has to happen within a specific timeline. It's just to rate your date, just to see if you respect people's time, just to see if you were actually rude, to see if the woman tried to offer to pay for it. Like, the main problem is ghosting is crazy to me, because that is so disrespectful to waste somebody's time, or just somebody being rude. If somebody catfished you, if they don't look like their pictures, these are all important things of metrics that should be measured. And it should all have to happen just your first date after the completion. This way, nobody can have a vendetta, get angry at you, or none of that shit. How about it like that? Does it sound better? Because this is the way I was thinking it.
Yep.
You with
it?
Now. I think that could actually work. If we were to able to get all of that incorporated into a first date, then it's not going to give you a perfect picture, but you'll be a lot more accurate than going a shot in the dark.
That wouldn't work, though. Let me tell you why. I think the idea is brilliant. I'm 100% on board with what you're saying. I'm 100% support. But the reason why it wouldn't work is because it makes sense. They don't
Wait.
What?
Put the graphic back up.
What are you
with
talking
the
about, man?
That dating apps are bringing in. And if you telling me you're bringing in billions, you're not going to mess with the formula that's bringing in billions to actually.
Well. The reason why I say that is because I brought this up. You feel me? They are failing right now, and they desperately need a change. But they are failing. They got to try something different that actually works. It's not serving the customer.
Right. But see, the objective is not to serve the customer. The objective is to make money. They want us to think they care about people finding love. They don't want people to find love, because the men have to keep spending. If the men were be able to get a proper profile assessment. Women see, okay, these are the guys over here. You have, let's say there's three categories of men. There's the guys who are prompt, on time, do things right. There's the guys who get a little less score in the middle. And then there's the guys over here, they got a horrible score.
Mm-hmm.
That will direct the women where to go. All the women should be dealing with the guys over here. Great score guys. But those guys are going to be boring. Those are going to be the guys that are structured. Those are going to be the guys who probably aren't that fun. They probably don't really drink or smoke. They're going to have their faculties together. Well, the algorithm would make sense to boast them to the front because you would want to have the high score guys up top. Well, women are going to be complaining like, well, these guys are boring.
Lee Dog, what up? I see you.
All the dates, right? And it's like, well, why aren't they matching with anybody? Why are these guys who are getting such a high score, why are they still on this dating app? And he has a profile that's been on this app for 2 years. How, if he's such a great catch? All of the great catch guys are still on the app.
So how about this? At the very least, I think it would supply a better dating experience. Even if it doesn't eliminate it, I think it'll still improve it. If let's just say that you will quit anyway. They're failing, so they got to try something different. They're in the dumps right now. You are worth 92% less than your IPO. You having issues, man. And Match laid off a bunch of employees. So it's like one of them things, man, where it's like we have to do something different. And in my opinion, I think serving the customer better would be an idea, at least to get a spark for people to be excited about something. Okay, at least now people are held accountable. How many times have dudes been complaining about being ghosted because women are just change their mind real quick? Now you're held accountable. How many women are talking about being ghosted? How many women are talking about dudes don't look like they pictures? They got catfished and all of that. So all of these problems are at least mitigated, not eliminated, but you can at least reduce the amount of people who are dealing with surface level stupidness. It'll make it at least a more desirable experience, in my opinion.
You're right, and I'm gonna say you're right and wrong only because I think your idea is phenomenal. So I'm in 100% agreement with that. Blueprint is phenomenal. I just don't think it's profitable because what all they need to do, in my opinion, is just to go back to how it was when they first introduced them. Stop all of this blackballing, stop all this shadow banning. Let people see just let the platforms be what they are. But what they should do, they should require people to purchase the app. Stop making the dating apps free. Say, hey guys, we have a simple fee, $49.99. Buy the app, one-time fee, like a download. But we're not going to give you unlimited matches, or unless you pay a monthly subscription of maybe $5.99 or something like that. Do something to help keep the money coming in so that you can keep the app functional, but stop shadow banning people. The problem is they're listening to women too much and they're catering to women too much instead of listening to the market and catering to the market. Women are 50% of the market. They're not the entire market.
Well, here's the problem. Men are about 90% of the paying customer, if not more. But women are the commodity. They are the product.
Right, but the commodity is part of the market. So what you have to do is you have to listen to everybody. Like in the beginning, what they did, they made it so, hey, guys over here, girls over here, guess what? Meet in the middle and see where it goes. Now they're like, well, you as a guy have to pay us. Like they're acting like the nightclubs, and nightclubs are dying because you focus on women too much.
Yeah. And the men are the ones who pay
market. Yes, focus on the market. You need a functioning market for people to interact. But if you focus on the commodity and you invade the people who keep everything afloat, I'll say this one thing, and hopefully this kind of makes sense. So I've been watching, this Mondani crap in New York City, right?
That's a dumpster fire, bro.
Crazy. New York City, the top 1% of New Yorkers in New York City make up 40 to 48% of the budget that the city operate on. And
Yeah.
they're saying we want to raise the taxes of the top 1% or the millionaires and billionaires. They need to pay their fair share. They're already paying to keep 10 million people afloat, but they're
Wow.
not doing enough. So you
Wow.
want them to pay even more. That's what you're doing on the dating apps. You have the people who are keeping the dating apps afloat, and you're stripping of more
Yo,
and
yo, well,
restricting them.
yo, you should break down the ripple effect of that analogy. Because what do you think the rich people are doing in New York right now? They leaving
Leaving,
New York. Same
leaving.
thing with the
Yeah,
men in this game. They're they're what you call it? They're opting out of the game
Right.
now because
Right.
there's no fair exchange anymore. So
that's why
pretty much,
Bumble is failing. They made it female centered, and they're like, hey, if she doesn't respond to you in 24 hours, you lose the interaction. Women are not women are not forward like that.
No, they might go in
Trying to
once a week
protect them.
on a Sunday night or something. They're not doing it every
Yes. And
day.
so I'm in their queue, and because she's not pressed because she knows she's got matches galore. And so now I lose the match. So I'm like, well, I'm sick of this app. I'm gonna go somewhere else. So you're pissing off the paid customer because you're trying to appeal to the commodity who don't even want to be taken serious. They're playing a game. So, bro, yeah, I think they just need to scale it back. If they don't scale it back, your idea is phenomenal. And they gave life to your idea because they played themselves. If they weren't
Right.
playing themselves like this, you would have never came up with this because there would never been a need. Creative ideas come from necessity. This necessity is what made you think of that.
Yeah, because it's terrible. And I'm surprised nobody ever thought to implement anything like that out of all of, even if you just tested it on just one of them, right? You own them all. They've acquired like 45 apps.
There was no need because they wasn't manipulating it like this. Now that they're manipulating it, there is a need because guys are going to just say, forget these apps. I'm not paying
Yeah,
this
but
anymore.
they've been rocking out like this. Everyone that they bought, they kind of turned it into that. Oh, so
Yeah,
it's been
they're
going
gonna.
on for, they've been doing it for, I think, even more than a decade, right? They
yeah,
started early,
I
like
think
'09.
I think those apps are outdated for the market. Like
Right.
just like how Blockbuster got put out of business by the
Netflix and
Redbox and
streaming and
Netflix
terror.
and all
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
the streaming
Yeah.
service.
Hmm.
The sex bots and the sugar daddy sites is gonna put these apps out of business, and it's already happening. I mean,
Yeah, I want y'all to tune into that. I got my synthetic exit. This is just one of the parts. I have many. This is a preview to what's going on. We're talking about men opting out altogether, and this is part of it. Unfortunately, this is just one segment. So that video is going to be dropping soon, and then you're going to see a lot more of what's happening here because there's some really nasty trends that are scary going on, and it's a shame, but that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, man.
yeah, I
Yo,
wanna, I
I
wanna, I
go
wanna
ahead.
say this before you kill your live.
Okay.
Yo, if you're a chick and you're in your 20s right now, lock down a man right now, cause a few years from now, there ain't gonna be no more suckers and simps no more, man. And by the time you hit 40, you're cooked. There's no hope for these older broads that's not in a relationship now, but at least you might have a chance if you take action now. I mean, that's all I want to say.
And I
Appreciate
want
you,
to add.
Rush.
Let me add to what he said. And just for the record, whether you lock a man down in your 20s or not, you still a bird.
Y'all crazy as hell, yo. Yo, I appreciate y'all for real for dropping through. I'm gonna make y'all. I'm gonna put y'all in the green room and shit. I'm gonna shut this show down. If you decide to stay and chop it up for a minute or two, that's on y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and X these out real fast. But I can still hear y'all. Appreciate y'all for jumping through. That's the homeboy Rush. That's the homeboy Will picking and choosing. They right here on TikTok. They're in this chat, probably in the YouTube chat too. So you go ahead and subscribe to those cats. Follow them, whatever you need to do. They got some knowledge, as you can see. So go ahead and do that. Anybody who jumped through here. Word. So listen, man, we appreciate everybody who jumped through. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the live. There will be much more to come. As you can see, the tempo is going to be changing a bit. We're going to be doing some things on this side. Those of you who tuned in, you were one of the first to see what to do. These are the types of live that I'm going to be presenting to TikTok and YouTube and probably some more platforms. Those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you bumped it up to 4K because that's how we roll on this side. We appreciate you and love you for it. Y'all know what to do as far as the dating game is concerned. If you're on those apps, hopefully you've gained some knowledge from it. And as always, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.